Hey everybody, welcome to BrickVault. My name is Jack. Today is a live stream on a Saturday, sunny Saturday afternoon, which normally we never do, but this week is a little crazier than other weeks with big releases of awesome sets, and we couldn't help ourselves, or I couldn't help myself. And yeah, we're doing the biggest of the Justice League sets right now, ever. The biggest Justice League set that has ever been made, or I mean, there really haven't been a lot of Justice League sets. Technically, these are like the first ones from at least the cinematic universe, and this is the largest one. The Flying Fox Batmobile Airlift Attack, which is kind of a crazy long title. It is set number 76087, recommended for ages 9 to 14. 100 or 955 pieces. I think I accidentally had 944 from Kai's Fire Mech from yesterday. But anyways, this is the box. It's got that nice kind of bend or crack in it, I don't know, but it's in mostly pretty good condition. The minifigs included are, sorry, I hope you can hear me. Okay, here we go. The minifigs included are two parademons. We got Batman, Superman, Cyborg, Wonder Woman, and Steppenwolf. He's not a big fig, or he's not a minifig, he's a brick-built fig, I should say. I believe Cyborg and Batman are exclusive. Not sure about Superman or Wonder Woman. I know the parademons are not, and Steppenwolf, of course, is exclusive to this set. So anyways, those are the minifigs included. It's going to sell for $130 in the States, or it does sell for $130 in the States, or $99.99. It sells for £100 in the UK, and right now I couldn't find the euro price for it. So at 955 pieces, you are looking at a pretty high part-to-price ratio, which I think a lot of people are not that keen on. You know, it's an expensive set like any big set would be, but it is a little bit more than the average, and I think the main reason for that is you get the vast majority of the Justice League in this one set. There's a lot of minifigs included, which is, I think, part of the reason why they increased the price so much, but the amount of exclusive figs isn't really that much bigger just because, I don't know. So anyways, my first impression of the set is it is slightly overpriced. First impressions, but you know, depending on how good or bad everything kind of works out at the end, that's usually when I like to draw my final conclusion. Let's see, there's bag 1, there's bag 2. This is a bag number 6. Anything higher than 6? I see a 4, unmarked, 7. Okay, 7 I believe is the highest number. Yes, it is. So there are 7 marked bag numbers. There are 2 unmarked bags, which of course have the larger pieces, mostly larger black wedge plates, some nice long curving slope pieces, and some sort of like Technic wall pieces and stuff like that. So those are the unmarked bags, and when we move everything out of the way, what's in here? Looks like just one large manual, which I'm always a fan of. Yeah, you guys are saying the price, it's too much for the price. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, initial impressions are it is a bit over. My main guess as to why it's over is just because they're like, hey, let's have one set where you get almost every single Justice League figure in one set, which means if people were to get this one, then they would pretty much only have to get the Flash set. I think they, oh, I know it, and Aquaman. Sorry. So no, I don't know. Anyways, these are the cool parademon cutouts. These are the nicer, kind of thicker, not rubbery plastic, but flexible plastic here. And for 955 pieces, that's not that many stickers. This is about how many stickers I got for the Green Ninja Mech Dragon, just about. So pretty light on the stickers, which is kind of nice. And let's see what this is all about. I'm gonna get started. Yes, everyone's saying this is expensive. Yeah, it is. I started with the biggest set, but it also, to be fair, this, out of all the Justice League sets, this does have like the worst of the part-to-price ratios compared to a lot of the other sets that are out right now, like the Aquaman set and some of the other ones. But I wanted to do the big one first. Oh, so they've been messing around with the order. Sorry, I got the hiccups. I don't know if you heard that. They've been messing around a little bit with the order of things in terms of what type of figures you're going to be building first out of which bag. So we get Steppenwolf first. I thought he was going to be in the last one. And we also get Batman first, which is awesome because Batman finally has facial hair. He's like had facial hair in like so many of the comics, and he's been portrayed with facial hair in so many of the movies that Lego finally followed suit, and they made a version of Batman that actually has some scruff on his face. What did the fox say? All right. Hello, everybody. By the way, hello, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for joining in today's stream. Ooh, that's an awesome printed piece. What? Maybe there's not so many stickers because the set comes with a lot of cool prints. That's going to focus better later, but that's like, it looks like some Doctor Strange kind of mandala artwork or something. It's like really, really intricate. And this, I'm going to assume, is the cape. It might have all the capes. Yeah, usually if there's any cloth stuff, it's got to have everybody that's got a cape. Usually comes in one box. So there's Superman and Batman, but Superman doesn't come till bag 2, so I'm going to put his cape out of the way. And let's build Batman. Where are his pieces? Oh, his print is so good. He's got some legit armor on the outside of him. Like super legit armor. I will show you guys all the intricacies of the prints at the very end when I finish everything off. The priority of the stream is usually, is always. Hello, everybody, by the way. Hello to everyone saying hello in the chat. Hi, hi, hi. Hello, hello, hello. What's up? How's it going? Hope you're all having a nice, relaxing Saturday afternoon. This is actually a pretty nice, I suppose, relaxing Saturday afternoon. The weather is pretty awesome. Normally I would be outside at this time, but it is special circumstances here in the studio, so I am going to be building just as much as I possibly can be. And are his batarangs in a different color? Where are his batarang pieces? I know he's got batarangs, right? Where's his batarang? Oh, they're in black. Oh, here we go, yeah. Just a normal black batarang. I will show you guys what Batman looks like up close now. Come on, focus, buddy. This is new Batman. Nice, right? It's a lot of holographic armor, or not holographic, but reflective. And he does have the scruff on the face, armor on the top of his head. And then those expressions still look pretty standard for a Batman face. But when you have the thing go over his eyes are a little bit silver. Pretty nice look. I like this Batman. He looks good. And I also really liked the Batman versus Superman Batman. He still remains one of my favorite versions of a Batman minifig. So the cinematic universe, the most recent cinematic universe for Batman, has been very good to the figure, at least. Oh, and he comes with, it looks like this print is for him. If you guys are more familiar with the Justice League universe, or at least the story behind this particular movie that's coming up next, there's this box that I built alongside with Batman. So this is gonna like sort of come with Batman. And we've got, there we go, his harpoon gun, there we go. It's grappling gun, not harpoon gun necessarily, okay. So there's Batman, he's got his stuff. Let me move on down to what I'm gonna assume is the Batmobile that we're building, but first let's get Steppenwolf, our main antagonist. This is the only thing that you're supposed to fight as an enemy, aside from the 2 parademons, in the entire set. So we're building up the entire bad guy regime pretty much just about right now. Hopefully it'll be good. Hopefully he'll be a cool build. I'm usually not the biggest fan of brick-built figs. Mostly because they always feel like a little bit, how do I want to say this? They're really, really, really detailed in certain ways and super under-detailed in other ways, and they just feel unbalanced often. Like the Groot brick-built fig from the first wave of Guardians of the Galaxy sets. Like, I thought that was pretty terrible. I thought he looked pretty awful. And his mold for his head and body was excellent. It was like too good, to the point where the rest of his body looked so much worse in comparison. So I've felt like that's happened a few times with brick-built figs. Like, they work a little bit better in Nexo Knights, I think, than some of the other versions. The larger ones that look like minifigs are cool. I like those ones. It's probably a mother box. Yeah. Boneless pizza. That's a thing that I've heard for the first time on the stream. I think it was yesterday maybe, or maybe the day before. And now, is this just like a thing now? Anyone else hyped for Justice League? Honestly, I am hyped for Justice League. I know Mike and I have been pretty critical about movies on the stream before, just because we just are critical about movies often. And but I am hyped about this one in particular. Major Gaming, welcome. Thank you for subscribing, sir. Dum dum dum. Is there music? Is there singing in this? It sounds like there's singing in the soundtrack that I've got set up here. I'm telling you, man, I don't know why we still have singing in the soundtrack. I never downloaded a single song with lyrics. Not one. Every time you hear a song with singing, that is all Mike. I mean, unless you like it. Generally, I'm not a big fan of it as the background stuff. Thanks for the notification. All right. Whoa. Oops. Oh, nice. So we're actually using. I don't know if you can see that. Come on, focus, focus, focus. There we go. See, this is the slope, the 1x2 slope piece, but it is kind of halved and curved at the front. That's nice. I don't know if we have gotten this in black before. I want this in gray. Specifically, I want this in dark bluish gray, but we haven't gotten that yet. That is my next hope for the future, is to get that piece in dark bluish gray. I've got a need for that particular part. It's just relatively new. It's very new to the general Lego system pieces, so it has not yet made its way into that color yet, but it is inevitable. We are going to be getting the sort of angled pieces way in probably in light bluish gray and also dark bluish gray. It's going to happen eventually. It'll take maybe another season of sets, or the season after that of sets, but it will come around. And when it does, I will find good use. Because I'm currently building a mock right now where if I had that part in dark bluish gray, I'd be totally set. And I'm having a surprisingly difficult time finding the pieces that I need, even though there's really not that many parts on the table here. This is kind of annoying, actually. Where the heck? There should be only one of these 1x2 plates. Now, usually when I'm missing parts, I got like a system of looking back through the bag. Okay, it's not in the bag. And then I try to look inside of larger parts. If it's not inside larger parts or underneath parts. I didn't drop it. I know I didn't drop it. There's like hardly anything. Did it slide under here? No, it did not. All right, so I'm losing this. I'm losing this. Where is the 2x2 black plate? You know what? I'm gonna go find. It's like this, but it doesn't have a knob. I'm gonna go find one behind me. Give me 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds. All right, I found it. I mean, I just took one from our stash, and maybe it'll show up at the end of this bag number 1. But if it doesn't, I will be disappointed. I'm banned. Hello, 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 everybody. It's a great build. But it would be better for $50. Well, of course it'd be better for $50, but that is unreasonable. Yeah, realistically, with the extra figs, I feel like... Oh wait, hang on, I should have made 2 of these things. Oops, shit. Oh, does that mean I'm supposed to grab another one of these? What? I was supposed to find 2? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go and grab another 2x2 plate. Okay. Yeah, realistically, I mean, still first impressions of the set. It does have a lot of figs, remember that. So this should, in essence, be more than, you know, the 10-cent part-to-price ratio. But, yeah, I would say maybe at like 110, maybe 115 is probably where I would have guessed the price would have been at. If you had described this to me and then said, guess what you think the fair price is, I would have said like 110, 115. But it is 130, so it is a bit over. Not by some huge margin, but it is kind of annoying because it does feel just a little bit sort of like obviously over, if that makes any sense. It just feels like when you hear that and you look at it, everybody kind of just goes, oh, that's a little too much. Like unanimously, everyone just kind of goes, oh, that, why? Boom. So is the Fire Mech, being honest, do you think the Fire Mech's overpriced? Or are you talking about the looks or something? I do like this build right here though, for the sort of for the protection there in the front, the groin protection. That actually is a good use of those curved in pieces. A lot of repeats here. Okay. These pieces, I'm having trouble finding the parts here. I've been building with this other build that it's sort of like a confidential build right now that I can't talk about, but I've been spending a lot of time organizing my pieces recently, and they have been working so much better in the long run. What the heck? Oh my gosh! Are you kidding me? Oh, I know why I was missing those pieces. I know why, because I accidentally put the 1x2s here. They should have been 1x2s with the parts sticking out. I must have missed that little detail. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, now they're like really stuck in there too, which is doubly annoying. I'm gonna peel them out. There we go. Okay, so there's the mystery 1x2s that I couldn't find. I had built them into a part that was supposed to have the ball joints sticking out this way. Mystery is solved, everybody. Now I know where those pieces were. They were somewhere where I was being dumb. Okay, let's try that again. There's one arm in. And I'm still having, like, kind of a lot of trouble finding all the parts I need for each little step. Kind of annoying. But anyway. I subbed. Where am I? Oh! Watch out, Entertainments. Hey guys, you are my favorite channel. Thank you, sir, coming in for the super chat. Always appreciate the super chats around here. It definitely helps support the channel, and yeah, it's always nice seeing people coming out supporting us in whatever way they can. But anyway, sorry, I'm building Steppenwolf right now, and I'm building him staggeringly slow. Staggeringly slow. I would have started this stream a lot earlier in the day, but believe it or not, I actually drove back down to, or up technically, to north. Technically, there is no downer. Okay, I drove north to Legoland, California this morning. I was there yesterday, and I bought all the new sets except for one. And that when Mike did the Lego haul video yesterday, somebody commented, "Hey, you forgot Jay's lightning ship." And we were just like, wait, what? And I went through, and I totally did forget Jay's lightning ship. Somebody wants me to tell a story. I shall. But yeah. So, anyways, I'll finish off this story. So I was in Legoland store again today, talking with the staff. Fortunately, the staff there are like super nice. They're just hanging out. Lots of like-minded individuals, I should say, and they were helping me try to find the collectible minifigs, and I think we got them all. We sat around, and I think we picked up all the collectible figs. Yeah, so I can already tell right now that I'm not going to be a big fan of the Steppenwolf BrickVault fig, just because he's fitting into kind of the same parameters, which I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you, I knew I wasn't going to like a lot of these BrickVault figs where it's kind of like, oh, let's make two like super well molded, highly detailed custom pieces, and then just kind of throw together a random body, which is kind of what it's looking like right now. Too bad. It is a little too bad. I want them to be good. I don't want them to be bad. You guys want story time? Story time? Okay, let's see. Story time. Story time. Do I have any stories? This is sort of, if you're new on the channel, I told them one story about, I told you guys one story about like a time I encountered a wild animal, and you guys thought that was a pretty good story. So let's see. You guys want another wild animal encounter story? I've actually had quite a few in my life. Wait a second. Am I building this the wrong way? Oh, yeah. Not really. Barely the wrong way. I just should have put that one little horn in the wrong section. All right. You guys want a story? Let's see. So, story. One time, I want to say this was back in 2015. No. This might have been 2014. I was traveling and I was in Taiwan, which is a very nice country, and I was having a grand old time in the country of Taiwan. And why does this look incorrect? Did I build this incorrectly? Hold on. Hold the phones, everybody. No, this looks normal. Why does this look weird? It looks fine there. And then it looks not fine here. What? That is so weird. I'm looking at the build on the picture, and I'm looking at one build. Oh, wait, yeah. Oopsie daisy. I guess it is backwards, sorry. Okay. So, anyway, sorry, I was in Taiwan. I was traveling through, and I was in this very small coastal town. A nice little place. I can't actually remember the name of it. But when I was there, oh man, I really messed this thing up. Hold on. Why did I build this so incorrectly? It looks normal. It looks like I built it fine. Oh, lordy. Okay, I know what I did wrong. I built it. I put this piece in the wrong spot. Okay. This makes sense. Sorry. My story time is being interrupted by my lack of building. Okay, there we go. That was surprisingly difficult to put together. All right, and there it is. Steppenwolf, our big bad guy. And if it's any similarity to what we discovered from the Wonder Woman sets, this may or may not look anything like the actual villain from the movie, because apparently Steppenwolf wasn't very, or apparently Ares wasn't very similar in Wonder Woman. But anyways, okay, sorry. I keep on getting distracted. Let's move him out of the way. Actually, we're gonna build this weapon right now, which looks pretty good. This might be the best part of the guy, is the actual build for his weapon. But story time. Okay, sorry, I am taking forever. Sorry, the weekly news update. I said it a bunch yesterday, but we postponed the weekly news update for this week, and that is because we were just focusing so much on getting content out for these new sets that weekly news this time around has been postponed. And I'm gonna be willing to bet that we're probably postponing top 10 mocks of the week until next week. So if you did submit a mock to be shown for this Sunday, it's not going to be shown this Sunday. It'll just be shown next Sunday. All the fan mocks will be shown next Sunday. So apologies. This is the way it often goes. If you watch other channels, not necessarily just Lego YouTube channels, but that's a great build, by the way, for an axe. Look at that. Hold on. Look at this. Look how close. Look at that. So it's like a double blade, and it kind of, but when you from afar, it still just kind of still retains that great shape of the blade, but sort of reinforced here. And it just clips right into Steppenwolf's hand. There's a clip on the inside, so you can just hold it, and it just, his fingers look like they're holding onto the axe blade. Looks good. The blade is great. Everything else, the blade is great, and the mold for his head is awesome. And the mold and stuff for his chest, they look good, but compared to the rest of the body, it just doesn't fit. And like, this is him from behind, like, what? Yeah, so anyways, yeah, I don't think he looks that great. Let's move on to what is going to be the beginning steps of a Batmobile, which looks super similar to the Batmobile we got from Batman vs. Superman, but that kind of makes sense because this is the same universe. And I don't know how much the Batmobile has changed from the first time. It might not have changed at all. It does look like a little bit different. Jack, the Lego is lava. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jack, what is your first Lego set? First Lego set ever? First Lego set that I can remember sort of owning. Well, we had pirate ships, and then I think I bought like a very early Ice Planet set. Maybe something that I actually myself owned, but only for a short period of time until it got deep parted down and just thrown in with the rest of the pile of bricks that we had in the house. So, yeah, I never really owned a lot of sets. Later in the years, I did pirate stuff. I had SpongeBob sets. I had other Ice Planet stuff. But yeah, my first sets were never really felt like my sets. It was just all sets that my brothers and I built stuff with. Here we go. Okay, so this is gonna run through there. And I'm gonna be able to lock off this part. It's not too far in progress. Yep, it is not too far in progress. You are correct, sir. This is, remember, we don't normally build on Saturdays, and been like standing around in the sun all day trying to get a few other little parts. I was at the Legoland place. It's still like an hour's drive, like round trip for me. So been driving in my not so well air-conditioned vehicle. Then I had to make a stop at the post office. I was like running errands. So normally when we do live streaming, we can just, I get into the studio, hang out, maybe work on a little bit of something, and then just set right up for the stream. And I feel like you're a little bit more well prepared. But see if I can't get into a groove. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I can get into a groove of it. You know what I might try? I might actually try organizing these pieces out a little bit better. For when the next bag comes out, I'll organize them maybe by color or size or something. Very quickly, it'll take like another 30 seconds or a minute, but it might speed up the process. I have a feeling it could. Just might be able to. So this is the body, by the way, of the Batmobile. Hey Jack, if you're doing another stream, can you do the Garmadon mech, please? The Garmadon mech looks awesome. I know a lot of people were requesting Destiny's Bounty. Both are tempting. Garmadon mech does look cool. And honestly, when I was looking at the box a little closer after we bought it, it actually does look like a pretty sweet mech. I don't know if it'll beat the Fire mech for me, Kai's Fire mech, because that one kind of reminds me of like the Atlas from like Mech Warrior. Like it's just got such a cool classic look to it. Hey, how old are you guys? You have to be old enough to know about Rick and Morty if you're talking about it in the chat. Yeah, well, Rick, I mean, you know, Adult Swim, yeah, it has a lot of adult-themed cartoons and stuff on it, but I remember, at least when I was a kid, we were all watching Adult Swim and all those programs way before, you know, the age limit said we should have been, or could have been. And I have a feeling that's probably the same situation. Hi, Jack. Can't wait for Destiny's Bounty. Love you and Mike's videos. Thank you. Jack, you built the right Technic wrong. The Technic pin should be on the outside. This is... Oh, you are right, sir. You are right. Correct. Yep. This Technic pin should be... Yeah. Let me push this back through with my handy-dandy separator. Oh, wait. Actually, I have to pull that out first. Oh, you are correct, sir. You are correct. This is why I got you guys. You're my building coaches. I am just a humble, modest person who knows not the correct ways. Okay, but I do actually need to put this down there. Okay, so thank you, sir. Where are we next? Yeah, I built one of the Technic pieces in the correct spot, and then one of the Technic pieces in the not so correct spot. Slightly, a little bit off is still a lot of bit off when it comes to Legos. You build one thing just barely off, it's still gonna be just as big of a pain. What the heck? Oh, I see. There we go. Build it down into the front. I was putting it the wrong way. He was building wrong. Can you do Destiny's Bounty live stream afterwards, after this one? Remember, this is going to be long. Destiny's Bounty is going to also be super long. There's a good chance I will do another stream after this one. But it probably won't be Destiny's Bounty just because I won't finish until probably the very late afternoon. And I do want to have a fully edited, ready to go review for another one of these new sets. Wait, hold on. I want to pull these back out and get the stickers on first because it'll be harder to reach once they're in there. So let me get sticker number 4. We've got some interesting detailing. This is some sort of, oh, these are kind of, they show the power gauges, speed, and all that stuff. You can see some power gauges and stuff like that in there. And so number 4 and number 6. Never understood why the stickers are numbered so, even though they never are built in the number in which the order in which you're supposed to put them together. Does that make sense? I don't know what the numbers exactly represent. They could just have symbols. Wouldn't really matter. He can't see my best joke. Oh no. Irrelevant emotes, am I right? Yes. At least he still thinks that blank is his face. Oh, is that not my face? I thought that was my face. It's like, dude, it's like that big on the, super small on the screen. All right. Can you please do Jay's lightning set after this? Oh man, you guys just want to see it all. You can't get enough. Honestly, we can't get enough of the building either. I do want to have like an edited review though out for tomorrow, and right now I don't have one in the back pocket. Unfortunately, Mike couldn't be in the studio this weekend, so I'm gonna try to do another live stream after this and get another one of these sets built right after. But until then, I cannot promise which one I would do. I kind of wanted to do a shorter one just because in terms of time, it's, you know, this stuff takes time, man. Once I finish this, I still have to spend several hours doing like a legit edit video. And I just look at like the amount of hours in the day. That Mike and I were complaining yesterday that there just aren't enough hours in the day to complete all the stuff that we want to complete, which is a good complaint to have. That's usually, you know, usually means you like what you do because you want to get as much stuff done as possible. But yeah, we're like, man, only if we had like another 20 hours, be able to get so much more stuff done. Here we go. Nice. I feel like I'm starting to get a little bit better into my groove in terms of being able to find pieces and just place them in the correct spot the first time. And that's probably because there's way less parts that are now actually resting on the table. Are you hyped for the figs? Yes, I am. I was giving the staff at the Lego store today were helping me feel out some of the pieces, which was very nice and helpful of them. And they were like, some of them were already pretty good at it, like, because a lot of these characters are brand new, so they, you know, some people wouldn't really be that familiar with it, but some of these guys, like, they knew everything. Like, they knew exactly what they were looking for, all the pieces. Yeah, it was pretty nice. Very nice, actually. And let's knock it out. Do you think LEGO will hold off releasing the UCS Falcon until the Han Solo movie comes out? It would be a really good idea for LEGO's part. Would it though? Because remember, this is the 40th anniversary. So if they held off until next year, they'd miss the 40th anniversary year, and they'd also miss the 10-year anniversary for the UCS set. I'm pretty sure that's, I think that is the case. It is the 10-year anniversary for the UCS Falcon. So I feel like it might, now, because the rumor list said that they're doing the minifigs for, not for the Han Solo movie. The minifigs are going to show off. Ooh, wait a second. Why does that feel a little bit? Oh, that's correct. Okay, I'm just double, triple checking. Okay, I guess it's got a yellow outline. Why does that look like it's lower than it should be though? not. All right. The manual just looks slightly off. I don't see that little bit of tan in between this little grate piece, which always throws me off. Usually the manuals are super precise with their printing. So if there's a little bit of something poking through, some color poking through in between two little corner pieces, you can often see that. So you know that you're putting something in the right spot, but that one didn't show up. So I'm just wondering if it's just less precise this time, or if I'm building it incorrectly. Let's find out. But yeah, I think they're going to be doing the UCS Falcon this year. I hope they are, because the rumors are that the Falcon detailing is supposed to mimic that of the original trilogy movies, and with the new Star Wars Force Awakens characters. So we should be getting all the characters that would be relevant for both sort of timelines, which would be awesome if that ends up being the case. Wait a second, why is this? What is going on? Did I skip an entire? Oh wait, I know these two are extras. But there's definitely two wing pieces here that are sticking out. All this stuff is extra. Okay, let me go back, because there's two wing wedge pieces that I do not know where they would go. I wonder if they're part of the Batmobile, or maybe they're part of the bad guy. They're part of Steppenwolf. But they're not here. Go all the way back. All the way back. Oh wait, it looks like they do go onto his back. Yeah, okay, yeah, Steppenwolf has this on his back. Okay, that makes sense. Alright. I forgot to build these onto Steppenwolf's back. Okay, let me move back to... So there's his back. Okay, yeah, I was showing the back off. I was like, his back looks bad. It's a little better now, but still nothing special. Now let's move on to bag number 2. No, Lloyd, they are streaming us. So can you build Master Falls or Nightcrawler Tunnel Attack? They're all gonna get built, guys. I'll try to do, maybe I'll try to do 2 builds today and like 2 builds tomorrow. That would be ideal, but I can't do 2 big builds each day. Anybody else here that switched off of YouTube because it is too crowded? Oh. They make the new Death Star $100 more expensive than the old one, and nothing changed. Yep, that's sort of true. That's sort of true. A little bit changed, but not that much. Here we go. This is another Superman. And I don't believe Superman is exclusive. He's probably the same as the last Superman, just like Wonder Woman is the same. Yeah, he looks the same. I can't 999.9% confirm that, or I can't 100% confirm it, but I can be like 99% positive that Superman here is going to be the same Superman that came out in pretty much any of the Batman vs. Superman Lego sets from like a year or two ago. Okay, and what is what you're building in the new Justice League movie, or is it just some random stuff? Yeah, this is the new Justice. Yeah, this is part of the Justice League movie. Yes. So, spoilers, I suppose, at least in terms of like vehicles you'll see. And I think Steppenwolf was announced as the bad dude. That's as long as you're paying attention to the stuff going on. Usually the sets don't release much more information than what you would get from a movie trailer, but I have heard plenty of people say that movie trailers are huge spoilers anyways, which is somewhat true. So, I mean, yeah, this is a Lego set. But also, Lego, they get their concept art for building the toys very early on in production, because they need to have pictures of stuff that the designers want them to build very early so they can build the sets before the movie comes out. And sometimes the movie changes something. They change a scene, they change a vehicle, they change something, and then all of a sudden Lego has designed a set. Oh great, I'm missing the very first pieces. Here we go, there's one. Do I just need one of them? Oh, I do, just one. Okay. Yeah, so for instance, there was that lightsaber blade piece for Ahsoka from a Star Wars set last year. Whoa! What is that? Look at this. You guys seeing this? You seeing that? That is new. Or maybe it's so old it's new. I don't know if there's like a term for that. But yeah, it's 3 studs long, but 2 perfectly centered. They're jumpers. It's a double jumper, or I don't know what you would call that. A 1x3 2-stud jumper, black. I don't know. That's new. Sorry, I just discovered that. That's not what I'm supposed to be putting down right now. Gosh, okay. This is annoying. The sides aren't perfectly symmetrical, so every piece I'm looking for is like the only version of that piece in the pile. So that usually slows the workload down a little bit. All right. Anyways, yeah, that's weird. Do Atlantis or Training Dojo today? Training Dojo. You mean like the little set? See, I like that suggestion. Because realistically, the smaller set is what I'm going to be able to pull off after this larger one. Because remember, I do want to have one of these sets like totally edited down and reviewed for tomorrow. Oh, so cool. So there we go. We're putting this. I've never used this part before. That is so cool. I was not expecting a new system piece to be involved here. Maybe that's why this set's so expensive. No, I doubt that. Because usually when you see one new part, then you see it a bunch in a set. You know, the next several sets are going to have it. And probably the next wave, it'll be like super common. So that's the whole thing. Whenever you see new parts like that, even if this isn't new and it's like really old and they're bringing it back, I don't think that's the case. I think it is new. It'll be super common later, and oftentimes in the same color. So we're gonna probably be getting that part in black, either more in these Justice League sets or definitely in the next round after that. Oop. Adding some clear pieces on the bottom. All right, I think this is making up the headlights. I have a feeling. All right. Okay, I told you I got stuff about you. Can. Where's Mike? Yeah, you guys, it's so weird. You guys like all kind of know each other or know things about each other, and then you all threaten that you like have dirt on each other, and you're like, I've heard stories about like not necessarily you guys in the chats, but like chats in general. Kids always like threaten that they have dirt on each other. It's like, what could you possibly have dirt on each other for? Could you do a stream where you open up all the new Lego Ninjago movie minifig packs? You'd still be able to do a video about all of them, and the stream wouldn't be as long. I don't get, just an idea. Not such a bad, come on, Morty. Not such a bad idea at all. In fact, that was something that I had talked about yesterday, and I have been feeling through the bags this morning, trying to get them all. I don't know if I ended up doing it, but that might not be such a bad thing. Maybe I should just open up all the minifig packs, see if I got all 20. If I didn't get all 20, I think I'm at like 18 or 19. That's what I think. Because what I realized when I got to the store, because I had a few of them and I wrote down the ones that I thought I had. And then I was looking at my list, and I think I actually wrote my list down incorrectly, because I felt like there were certain things that were on the list that I already had and certain things that weren't on the list that I was pretty sure I didn't have. So when I was searching through stuff, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to get all of a sudden. So hopefully I did get everything I needed, because I kind of had to just go on memory a little bit. But we will find out. Love this channel. Thank you so much. I have proof. Jack murdered someone. Oh no, you found out my horrible story. Oh yeah, I was telling you a story about Taiwan. So I murdered this person. No, you guys did want a story time. I can tell you guys a story. Oh wait, damn it. Staying clip pieces. I wasn't looking at the parts list. I just saw a piece. Let me pull this out. Can you do the Flash Justice League set? I will do all of them. They cannot all be done in one day, though. So, oh, did I just hear a weird sound? What? Did I just hear a weird sound? Cool. Weird sound. Awesome. Suppose you said you guys only stream Monday through Friday. Normally we do only stream Monday through Friday, sir, but this week is slightly different because of so many of the new sets. We decided to postpone our normal content, as in the news that normally comes out today and the mock news that normally comes out tomorrow, and just focus on new stuff that is coming out right now. That's often how a lot of channels work. In fact, that's how a lot of other Lego channels work. If you've noticed other channels having like schedules where they'll have this thing come out on this day and this thing come out on this day, and then something happens that's relevant to their content that's like very new and like very sort of like, you know, it's information that people want to know about, then they're gonna jump onto that and kind of postpone their normal stuff, which makes sense. In fact, even professional news organizations and stuff will do that as well. If there's like breaking news, or if there's something, you know, very important like that, they'll put other stuff off to the side. Oh, yes. I am from what? Oh, nice. Adventure Time, Common Ground, Lego BrickVault plays, and currently Jack is possessed, as is my spell. What? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know what that means. Let's see. I love this set. I killed a poor dragon yesterday. What? Where do you guys... What does that even mean? What does that mean? I killed a dragon? Is this something... Did I say something about dragons yesterday that I do not remember? How could I have killed a dragon? I never met a dragon. Are you talking about the green dragon? Because that thing is not killed. That thing is awesome. It's currently in the city, like climbing up a building right now. That's how I have it posed and set up, is a dragon climbing up. I think it's climbing on the Assembly Square set. Could be mistaken. It could be the Palace Cinema. I think I put it on the Assembly Square. But you never know, because whoever goes into the city after me always finds stuff and moves stuff around. The city is never really left in the same place for very long. Some areas don't get moved or touched for a while, while other ones will be different, like, you know, a few times a day or a few times a week at least. Boom! Someone killed a frog. What are you guys talking about killing things? What? Somebody made one joke. Somebody made one something reference. I can't even remember. All right, let's get this. Okay, this detailing is detailing sticker number 3. I do appreciate that the stickers are numbered, though. At least there's some sort of symbol, even though they go out of order, because before they would just have stickers that they wouldn't tell you, and you just kind of had to look through, which is, honestly, it's not like it's difficult to figure out what stickers you need for which places, but it does make things slightly faster. Anything that can increase build speed through organization and just sort of common sense, I am always a fan of. Anything to make a build go faster, or just more logistically, like, you know, sensible. I like that. We got a little pistol attached to the side, just in case, you know, like a gun could do anything to any modern superhero. I swear that's like the bare minimum requirement for like most superheroes, is like be bulletproof and be able to do this. You know, Wonder Woman, and I see she blocks bullets, but she doesn't, like, I never actually saw the movies. I don't know if she's bulletproof. I'm just going to assume that she is, though. Nice, I like the shape that we're making now. Yeah, I can actually bring out, hold on. I've got this right off to the side. This is a custom build. This is from the Batman Returns. I love this Batmobile. This is my favorite Batmobile. It's a bit smaller, but man, look at that sleek, smooth top. Okay, sorry. Move that out of the way for now. But that is my current, that is still my favorite Batmobile in the studio at the moment. Okay, looks like we're building onto the other side now. Pretty much the exact same kind of build. Let's get this through. It's Handsome Jack from Borderlands. Talking to me, is that going to be my new nickname? It's not the worst nickname. Has anyone seen the Star Wars TIE Fighter fan film? Yeah, I saw that Star Wars TIE Fighter fan film, and it's awesome. It's so good. It's like kind of done like an anime or something. Yeah, it's amazing. 12 Twitch viewers. Dude, 12 Twitch viewers is awesome. We're still pretty darn new on Twitch. And, you know, we're just going to keep streaming. Hope you guys keep on liking it. I do know that for the future of our streams, we will have this streaming sort of, I don't know what you call it. It's kind of like everything's on this rack on wheels. And recently, our rack on wheels had a malfunction. More specifically, the capture card on the computer burned out, like totally, and we couldn't stream for a couple days, and we had to get some new stuff, and we ended up having a lot of the things that we needed in a previous case, in a larger case. So what we did is we switched our hardware inside the old streaming case into a new one, because it was just faster that way, but the new case is much bigger and it no longer fits on our streaming rig. So we have to keep the camera case on the floor as opposed to this rack. And I've already had to blow out the case a couple times because it's like on the floor, and I think the floor is like more dusty, so it sucks more dust up. So I've been like blowing out the CPU a bunch recently. It's kind of annoying, especially when you want to start. Sometimes we start the streams a little bit late. I've never started a stream late because I actually showed up to the office late. I'm in the office way before the stream starts. But it's always like, I want to start the stream and it says, oh, your CPU is overheating, like figure out why. I'm like, what? Or something equally annoying and unexpected happens. So, yeah, I mean, that's my excuse. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, this is interesting. This is very interesting. Okay, because I do remember this piece being developed for the last Batmobile piece, but there were two of them. This time, there's just one. Are you guys noticing that? There isn't the sort of complementary other half of this piece for this model of the Batmobile. And I thought I left some connector parts out, but that's not the case. So it looks like this Batmobile has turned into like sort of a one-seater or an abbreviated Batmobile. And that's probably because this Batmobile is supposed to be able to fit inside and be airdropped from a massive plane. So maybe it's been modified to have that function. I do like this, the way these shield pieces are used, though. That's actually kind of nice. R.I.P. OCD. Oh, what? Because you wanted the two halves to be symmetrical? Yep. Not today, man. Not today. I do kind of like the way that looks, though. These plates in the front. It's a bit more rugged. I think they weren't really going for the tumbler look. That's too iconic of a vehicle. The tumbler is just amazing. This is kind of like a beefy version of sort of a classic Batmobile. But yeah, it's got the plates in the front definitely feel a little bit reminiscent of like what the tumbler might be. Welcome if you guys are just joining. I guess it's about time that I sort of redo the intro of this set, reintroduce what the heck this stream is about. This is the largest of the LEGO Justice League sets. It is through memory, the Flying Fox Batmobile Airlift Attack. Yeah, so not only is it the largest of the Justice League sets, but it certainly has the longest name as well. Decent set so far. Steppenwolf was kind of, I want to say, just as bad as I imagined he would be. The brick-built fig, I don't really like the Steppenwolf fig very much, but I do like so far the builds for the Batmobile, the thing I'm putting together right now. This thing is a little bit different from the last time we got him in the Justice League sets, in so much as it's not symmetrical on the front. It's just a little bit different. It's a little bit off, not by some huge margin, but also this set is $130 in the United States. It is 100 pounds and entirely overpriced according to literally everybody that is on the stream right now. So yeah. Can you do Destiny's Bounty set? Yes, of course we can. Not today, probably. Mike really wants me to hold off until Monday because he really wants to do the Destiny Bounty build. I sort of want to honor that, but part of it is also just I don't want to do two really big streams in the same day. So it's like, all right, maybe I'll hold off on Destiny's Bounty and Mike will do it on Monday. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow if you guys kick and scream and complain enough. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. How much money is it? It is $130. You might have asked that as I was explaining before, and there was just a sound delay. There is a delay on YouTube that's a bit longer. If you are watching on Twitch, you actually hear my responses probably a solid 10 seconds before anybody watching on YouTube. I suppose that's an incentive for people to switch over to Twitch. Jack, whoa. I swear, it's so weird how the chat works. Sometimes, like, nobody says anything for a while, and then I'm reading halfway through a question, and then boom! Everything just jumps by. 160 in Canada. But those are, yeah, the Canadian dollars, 160. I guess that sounds right. I'm not as familiar with the Canadian switchover, the currency exchange rate. And I didn't see what the euro price was. 10 seconds advantage. Yeah, something like 10 seconds. I'm sure somebody watching can put both of them up at the same time. Okay, and why does this... Oh, okay. Oh, I was freaking out. I was like, I'm right at the end of this bag. I've got no other parts left here, and for some reason I just didn't have the piece I was looking for. But that was because it was sort of hiding. Okay. Is this really what's going to be on the other side? So this is kind of like a... You know what? I bet. You know what I bet? Okay. Remember how in Batman vs. Superman... I mean, this is like in the trailer, but I actually watched the movie, the whole thing. Batman vs. Superman, when Batman just runs into Superman, he just crashes into him, and he totally busts up his Batmobile. Dude, this is like a cannon. This actually looks kind of cool, but what if, you know, based on them building off of the events of the last Batman vs. Superman movie, that the Batmobile was damaged. It didn't look like this part of the vehicle got that damaged, but like, let's just say it was, and he replaced part of the cockpit with just like this massive outfitted cannon. I think that looks cool. This is like a Mad Max Batmobile, you know, because it's not as wacky and crazy as, like, you know, something from maybe a comic book designed set. So the build is extremely similar. Actually, let me put this down for 1 second. I think I've got that other Batmobile right back here somewhere. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah. Okay. This is a great comparison because this is what was built. Okay. This is great. Oh, it's nice that we get to compare these two. So, this is from Justice League. The back portion of the build is a little different, but they shortened this down, I'm sure, so it can fit inside the Fox a little easier. I'll test if this can fit inside the Flying Fox also. But the front of the build is like identical, pretty much, almost identical. And yeah, so it doesn't have this complementary other half of the cockpit that opens up. So it does look like, yeah, they just replaced part of it. Isn't that cool though? I mean, I don't know. If you've got the first one, I can see why this is like very little incentive to get this Flying Fox, because you've already got a build that's almost the exact same. I do think it is a little cooler with the gun though. I think it's just got a little bit more personality. Yeah. Interesting though, this guy's got cannons underneath these hood flaps, which I thought was cool the first time. Doesn't come with cannons under here the second time around, which is like, why not? It's the same build. Why didn't they just put cannons? I don't know. I guess you could add them in there later. Anyways, so that's actually kind of cool. I'm gonna leave it just behind me so I can grab it later in the set. And yeah, so it should be, you know, it always tells you to add the shot in at the end. It's a little orange stud gun. And right, 2 more orange stud guns in the front. Let me just add those in. The Batmobile. You know what? I should have wore my Beavis and Buttman shirt today. I've got a Beavis and Butthead shirt that's just them dressed like Batman and Robin. We should be good. Oh, right. Okay, yeah. Add 1 little clip there. Yep. Okay. These are all spares. You can always tell that they are spares because you have 1 of each left, and then you got some extra ammo for the shots. So that makes sense. Perfect. Okay. Always check your spare parts to make sure you did it correctly so you can move on to the next bag without any questions. I'm back. Nothing beats Adam West's Batmobile. That is true. Both the mock, both the set that came out and just the actual build for the Batmobile. Because the special functions for Adam West's Batmobile from the 1960s were so ridiculous. You remember the bat turn? Oh, I was looking for this piece. It is, I picked up Bricklink orders from our mailbox today, and I got this piece in there, and I need this piece. And then, of course, this comes with it. In the color. This is the color I needed also. So annoying. Okay. Anyways. It's like exactly what I was needing for a mock that I was... Oh, there's 2 of them! But of course I'm going to need both of them. Okay, it's annoying. Right, so this Wonder Woman I don't think is exclusive. I'll grab the other one at the end. But no, she's not. Actually, I don't need to. I don't need to grab the other one at the end. I know she's not exclusive. It'll be funny if I find out that she is. But yeah, there she comes. This is exclusive to the original Batman vs. Superman sets. The Wonder Woman from the Wonder Woman sets is different. I know that. I did switch them. I checked them out last time. New Last Jedi trailer. What? The new Last Jedi trailer? Are you serious? Did that seriously happen today? And now I have to sit and build Lego and try to entertain you guys on the stream and not watch it? No! No! There's a new Last Jedi trailer and I can't watch it immediately. How is this possible? Okay, there's Wonder Woman. Okay. Please tell me, can you guys please just tell me what happens in the trailer? Try to describe to me. Okay, hold on. I need to actually open up the unmarked bags because it looks like we're building on top of it. Okay. Just digging in the closet, found the 2010 UCS Obi-Wan Kenobi Starfighter, built it. Dude, right behind me is you can't really see it that well, but yeah, we've got the UCS Starfighter behind me. Very nice set. I liked it a lot, actually. It's like, I feel like it became more classic, like, especially during, like, Clone Wars and stuff. I think you see it a lot more often. Here we go. Okay, so I just pulled out all the very large pieces, and I need this Technic wall piece first. I think it's behind the scenes stuff, not a trailer. Oh, okay, so it's not like a straight up new teaser trailer. Because I watch all of those, like, I watch all of those breakdowns and stuff from like Screen Junkies and whoever, you know, all the commentators and stuff whenever a new trailer comes out, and I watch their videos and I'll sort of imbibe in as many of their spoilers as possible, but I legitimately don't like hearing, like, you know, the classic, like, this main character dies sort of stuff. Like, that's not a big fan of that, obviously. But I do like watching those trailer breakdowns, and, you know, they have cool theories and like really like interesting ways to interpret like the way stuff's happening. And they're very familiar with a lot of the old school Star Wars lore, which I don't really know as much about. I like learning about that stuff. I don't know it as well as other people, but I'm always really intrigued when I start hearing other people talk about it. Can you do a Lego drone? I mean a real one that could fly? Because that would be amazing. I think we made like a little mini drone for like, you know, minifig scale. I know Lego made one for, I think it was Volcano Explorers, which was okay. I didn't like the color for it. But that would be cool, wouldn't it? Batman. Okay. There we go. So we're building up the Technic frame on the outside, which totally makes sense. Because this giant flying fox build is, why is it called the Flying Fox? That just seems like such a, I don't know, it doesn't feel very Batman-y, does it? It doesn't, does it? Yeah, it doesn't feel that. What is this? Oh, I see. Yeah, doesn't the Flying Fox not sound like something that Batman would name his ship? I mean, this is a new Batman, he's got a new personality, but I don't know, it just feels a little bit odd. Jack, what do you think of the last Jedi sets? I'm liking them. The pictures for the last Jedi sets were revealed, at least leaked, a while back. So we've had a long time to look over them. A lot of people don't really like the Snoke figure. I think it'll be fine. You know, he's a little bit in too light and nougaty of a color, which I think a lot of people think is bad. But the heavy AT-AT will be cool. I hope he is. I mostly hope that they're cool in the movie. Behind the scenes, he said, I think the real reason why stud shooters are so effective is because when they shoot them, you always lose the studs, especially if you have carbon, you step in the stud and you can never find it. I think the minifigs are evolving and planning to destroy me again. Now I feel... Okay. Very good. Very good, sir. That was a very well thought out conspiracy theory, I have to say. Yeah, no, the thing is, stud guns, yeah. I think Lego's finding better ways to kind of integrate them. If they integrate into the set, fine, totally, let's do it. I think the one time they're actually just not appreciated is when they're just kind of like, hey, by the way, we added a stud gun onto what is otherwise just a regular looking build, and then it just looks like there's something sticking out that like feels out of place. And that's when I don't like them. Especially for Battle Pack sets. Because they're like, hey, check out the new detailing and more realistic and involved detailing we have for the Stormtroopers or for the Rebel Troopers. And now let's take you back out of the world by just putting this really big, ugly stud gun in their hand that doesn't look like it belongs at all. It's a little bit silly. A little silly, but, you know, it's for play. You know, it's not like every set is like made just for the pure aesthetics. Are you going to do a post-review set after this? Yes, we are. We're going to post-review after this. I'm going to do another live stream after this. Not a big set. A smaller set. I'll give myself a little bit of a break, too, between the live streams. Get some, like, food and water. Because I do like to build Lego, but I also like to have food and water, too. Gotta draw your boundaries at some point. Okay. Look at all these pieces. Look at everything that's going in here. This is kind of a lot. Kind of a lot of Technic. But that's good. I don't want to be too careful when lifting up the Flying Fox. That'll be super annoying if you spend all this time putting together a playset and then at the end of the day, the playset is like not that playable. So yeah, all this Technic stuff is gonna go very far, I think, in terms of allowing you to mess around with all of its different features. Okay, looks like we are just about getting there. I have a feeling I'm about to start attaching the next wall, Technic wall. That would be my next guess. If I had one. Okay, nice. Oh, and some clip pieces. Maybe this is, oh, maybe this is the very back of the Flying Fox. And this is going to be sort of the hatch where, you know, the back folds open and you can drop the Batmobile or it can drive out. Or, sorry, the front would open up. It's not a new Last Jedi trailer, it's a new footage. It's just as good. All right, yeah, if it's just as good, I'm down, man. I will watch it. Do not fret. I will see it and it will be wonderful. Now, I used to have a share screen setting for the stream, but I don't have that now. That would actually be kind of fun to watch the trailer right now on the stream, but we don't have that set up yet. Or we used to, and then we said, why would we have that as an option? We never used it. So maybe I'll re-implement that. Okay. Yo, Jack, do you like this set? I think the ship looks kind of blocky. Oh, Fox, as in Luscious Fox from the comics. He made the tech for Batman. Oh, Lucius Fox. Oh, snap. Oh, yeah. I think you're right. Flying Fox. Jack, do you like Ultimate Batmobile? I do because I got it today. Boom. Yeah, we love the Ultimate Batmobile. That was an awesome set. The Ultimate Batmobile and the Batwing were my two favorite big ones from the Lego Batman movie line. That was very cool indeed. I hope you enjoy that set because we definitely do. Mike likes it a lot. He keeps it in his office, along with the Batwing too. I want to make a special stand on the walls, like maybe just cleverly put up some pins and hooks in the walls and be able to rest the Batwing from the Lego Batman movie, like the big one, up on the wall because it looks like a great bat symbol. So that'll be a fun thing to display. And I think we're getting close to whatever the heck. This is like all Technic, dude. This whole second section is like, it's so many Lego builds now are just Technic disguised as like Lego builds. You know, it's like a mostly Technic set that has just bricks built on top of it to kind of make it look like it's not Technic. But yeah, this is all, the whole body of this thing is going to be entirely Technic. Jack, what is your favorite set of this year? I mean, the NASA, the Apollo Saturn V, that set was pretty awesome. That set is very hard to compete with, I think. It was just too cool. Too interesting. All right, we've got some of these inverted tile pieces that stick onto the underside of studs, and we are going to be adding some stickers. We're going to be sticking some stickers onto them. Okay. Yeah, it looks like these are it's showing some diagnostics and some charts that are reading that it can detect Steppenwolf. You can see an outline of Steppenwolf's body on that first sticker, and then the next one is like, actually, yeah, the next one kind of shows, I don't know what that shows. Oh, it's that's like the symbol. I can't remember. Yeah. Boom. Okay, we got some stickers up there. All right, let's do this. Do you free build? Yes, we do. We do free build. Jack, where was the news this morning? The news, like I said yesterday, is canceled this week. Nothing happened in the world of news. No, that's not true. We are just too busy building stuff in the studio for the week, so we decided to postpone the news and focus just on the Lego builds. To some of your dismay, I do apologize. We don't normally like to postpone the news. In fact, we never like to, but it seemed like it was the right decision for this week just because we don't normally also get sort of like a lot of good, awesome sets early like this. This channel usually doesn't do that as much, but we sort of got lucky this time around. So we are going to be doing a lot of reviewing and streaming. Like normally we also don't stream on days like today. So yeah, this week is different. This week is a little bit more involved. but a little bit more fun too. I kind of like being busy and like having a lot of stuff to do. Like you know, when you're hoping that there's more hours in the day, that's kind of a good thing. When you're kind of sitting around like, oh, if I just had more time to do this, I could do this. Oh, if I just had more time, that's a good problem to have, I think. So that's sort of the situation we're in right now. Like Mike has a bunch of stuff that he needs to do today, and he's like, oh man, I just wish I just had more time to be in the studio. That's always like the best feeling, I think, is to be too busy as opposed to not have enough to do. Jack, can you do every Jurassic World minifigure ever made? Yeah, sure. Why not? We have a few of them. We got some of those Jurassic World sets. We didn't get the big ones though. I do remember some of those big ones came out. We did not get the big old Jurassic World sets. But yeah, we can do that. I don't see why not. All right, this is gonna be some sort of hatch. Either the front, I don't know what part. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, that is a kicker. I did not see the X2. Oh, I hate it when this happens. Okay, I just built one of these. I'm supposed to build a second one. Did it say X2 or did it not? Yeah, it did say X2. It's just super tiny in the corner. Urgh. Dang it, guys. I hate it when this happens. This is my least favorite thing, is to build a second one. This is actually kind of an involved one, too. A lot of steps. It goes so much faster if you just build both of them side by side. All right. Well, at least the second one usually does go faster than the first one, because you know what you're doing. It wasn't a trailer. Jack, I want your advice. What Ninjago movie set should I get that is under $80 US? Should I get a combination of sets? I'd love to answer that question as completely as possible. In order to do that, I should have built the sets, because sometimes my impression is kind of exactly what I was expecting from the set, and other times I am pleasant. Usually I'm more pleasantly surprised by a set that I didn't think was very good, as opposed to thinking a set's going to be awesome and then I build it and I'm like, oh, this wasn't as good. I can say that I loved the Green Ninja Mech Dragon. That was something I was expecting to like, and I did like it. So that was awesome. And same thing with the with Kai's Fire Mech. That one was great. Both awesome sets. We intentionally built those ones first because we were looking forward to them the most, and we thought in general that they were going to be good, you know, good sets. Oh, you know what? This is a ×2 build, and these two little yellow bricks I'm putting into this is something that I forgot to put into this, and I can see that I forgot. So now I've got to actually rip that off and put the yellow bricks back in here. I made another mistake, guys. I don't know if I can ever do it. Okay. Okay, let's get them all back in. Come on. There we go. There we go. And let me flip this back over because I do need to add the 2 more stickers. Do not want to forget to add these stickers here. It's going to show another outline for Steppenwolf. And another sticker. Her. Remember during the Saturn V stream when everyone was saying the Earth was flat? Oh yeah, that was funny. Oddly ironic. I honestly thought you guys were joking, and then people got like super into it, and it's hard to detect sarcasm. It really is sometimes when you're streaming. So I was like, are you guys being serious or not? Like it was definitely a little bit strange. I think some people might have been, which was kind of funny. Or some people were at least pretending to be really serious about it. And on the stream, it's a little bit harder to tell. You know, it's harder to guess at the context, you know. This set comes with 4 of these connectors. Oh, I needed just one of them. It's so annoying. Okay. We are working on this pretty quick, though. There's some, okay. Guess who got banned? Oh, you guys are talking about banning things. Oh no. Oh wait. should wait before putting this on. There we go. We're almost done with this time story. Hey, Jack, do another story. You guys want a story? All right. Oh, yeah, I was actually starting to tell the story, and then I got completely distracted. Yeah. Okay, I was actually starting to tell a story. Okay, story time. This will actually be a story time. Story time with BrickVault. So I told a story a while back to you guys that was like about wild animal encounter. And I did have another wild animal encounter when I was in Taiwan, which is kind of more. It was still kind of a serious. It was a somewhat serious encounter, but nothing bad happened. It was just like, oh, that could have been bad. I was in this small town in Taiwan. It was like a small beach town, and I was walking down towards the beach, and I was with a friend, and as we were walking down towards the beach, there's this, there's these little houses that are along this dirt path that are leading down there, and there's this huge dog that's like chained up. Ooh, this is, by the way, the end of bag 3. So can this thing just drive in? Yep, totally. Batmobile can drive inside, as it should be able to, because it's going to be able to launch out. So I was walking down to this beach with a friend of mine, and there's this big dog tied up on the outside of somebody's backyard, or somebody's front yard, I should say. They're tied up in the front of the house, and the dog, as we're walking by, just starts barking and pulling on the chain and stuff, and like, my friend had like a serious phobia of dogs, which I didn't actually know. Oh, we just got another follower on Twitch. Welcome, thank you for subbing. This is story time. Story time with Jack. Story time with BrickVault, disguised as Lego building. So we're walking down towards this beach. Dog barks at us, kind of suddenly, and we didn't really see the dog tied up at first. It just kind of like got right to the edge of the path and was pulling on the chain. It was a big, it was some kind of big guard dog, and freaks her out really bad. She has a phobia of like puppies. Like she just does not like dogs, and this one is actually a dog you should be afraid of. So she's freaked out. She doesn't want to go back up the path when we leave the beach. So we're walking through the beach, and then we start walking back, and she's like, I don't want to go back up on the path to go back towards the town because there's a dog on that path. Let's just keep walking down the beach and see if we can find another way out. So like, okay, that sounds fair. I don't see why not. The problem that ended up happening, though, the problem was there really wasn't another way out of the beach. There just wasn't. So we start walking down this beach, and this is in a place that doesn't really have that much. There's not that much going on in terms of like development and stuff. And so we're just going, and we're walking down, and we're walking down, we're walking down. We get to the edge of the beach where basically it's just rocks and a cliff face, and we can't actually walk any further, and we haven't found another pathway up towards the town. So she is determined not to walk back up that same pathway to get back towards the town. There's no way she's going back. She's deathly afraid of dogs, and that one is actually, it was close to the path, and didn't look like it was tied up that way. I don't know, she just didn't want to do it. And I was like, all right, fine. So we had to hike back towards the town through the jungle. We'd never hiked through this type of jungle before. I've been through other jungles, but this jungle was really thick. Really, really, really thick jungle weed. I'd never experienced anything quite like it before. I'm building the parademons, by the way. And it was super slow going. We were standing on top of layers and layers of vines that had grown over each other. And so you're not walking even on the ground. You're walking on just all these green vines, and then your foot falls through, and your foot falls like, a foot or 2 feet, I want to say like half a meter into these deep, dark, scratchy vines. And you can hear like little lizards or whatever kind of scrambling out of the way every time your foot falls in there, because your could go into a nest of bugs or who knows what. But we're crawling through, and there's all these scratchy plants that are hooking onto the clothes, and it's not fun, and it's taking forever. And it starts raining outside, and we're just stuck in the middle of this jungle, and it's starting to get really thick. You can't see hardly anywhere in front of you because each one of your steps has to be very, very, sort of well calculated. And we're going through, and we're going through, and we're going through this jungle, and it's taking forever, and it starts to rain. We can't see anything. We're getting all scratched up. We're like bleeding, like these are thorny bushes. I have no idea if any of them are poisonous now. I don't know. We didn't know what we were doing. We're just going through this jungle because she didn't want to walk back through the pathway. Serious phobia of dogs, and the dog was blocking the path. So we had to find the other way out. Anyways, we're going through the jungle, and just as we can sort of see another dirt path, it looks like there's a dead end of a dirt path, but like it's still a bit through all of this really, really dense, thick bushes. We're going through, and I see this pathway. I was like, hey, we found a path. Like, all we have to do is walk towards it now. And it was still, like, not that, we weren't that close to it. And then we heard this sound, like some branches breaking or something. And it was, like, really close. Like, the sound was a very close thing. And it was, like, really big. Like, it sounded like a big animal or something. We look over, and it is this giant bull, like a huge bull in the jungle, like massive, massive horns. And I'm like, I didn't even know where the heck we were. Like, I didn't think there was any, what the heck is a bull doing in a jungle next to the beach in Taiwan? Like, didn't make any sense, but it was right next to us, and it was just, I guess, hanging out in the jungle, just eating some plants, and it was just staring at us, just chewing. And we're just like, oh, okay, that is huge. This thing was, if this thing didn't like us, it could have charged us like out of nowhere. And I says, okay, well, we can't go back now. We're way too thick in the jungle. The pathway is close, and hopefully the bull will just ignore us. And we just started walking through, and then we looked around, and we realized we were in the middle of a huge herd of bulls and cows and stuff. There were like, so many of them had like massive horns, and they were all right next to us. We had no idea because the jungle was so thick that we just basically stumbled into the middle of all these wild bulls, and they all just stared at us, and we just walked past them. We walked right past a huge herd of wild bulls in the jungle, and nothing happened. And we got to the pathway, and we walked out, and we realized we'd sort of gotten onto the edge of somebody's farm property, and these were like his cattle, and we just kind of walked past and out of the yard and eventually onto the street and got back towards the town. But yeah, that was like really freaky, just to be walking through a jungle and then not realizing you're walking into a giant herd of wild animals. Yeah, that was a good one. That was my bull story. No bull, guys. That's a real story about bulls in the jungle in Taiwan. True story. Anyways, yeah, nothing happened, but ended up being the fear of dogs that my friend had that forced us to go on through this trek through the jungle in the first place, led us into what I think was ultimately a much more dangerous situation, as opposed to walking past somebody's tied up guard dog and then walking through a giant herd of wild animals. Animals that also looked very much not... They could have been a lot more destructive, I think, than a single dog. Hey Jack, do you like Pokemon? Yeah, sure, why not? I haven't played Pokemon, or I never did the Pokemon Go or anything like that. It's been quite a while since I've messed around with the Pokemon like that. But yeah, I used to do the Game Boy stuff a bit, not like huge into the Game Boy stuff, but I liked the Pokemon Snap. That was fun. Alright, so this has got a roof. It's not actually totally attached yet. I have a feeling that we're going to be doing that. Yep, we're going to be doing that right now. Okay. Let me just look back down here. Alrighty. Attention please, Jack. Question. Which retired theme would you bring back if you could? Mine would be the 2013 theme, Galaxy Squad. Okay, that's fair. Galaxy Squad's good. I would bring back Space Police. Just because there were like so many fun, there's so many fun molds for alien heads and stuff. And just the idea of like all these like space police like arresting, it's just like car chases, but with fun little spaceships. I feel like they could have a lot of fun with that theme nowadays. Hey Jack, this set is 130 euro. Oh, thank you, sir. Yeah, I didn't know, I didn't find it on BrickSet when I was searching earlier, so I just reserved to not have it labeled, but thank you for getting back to me, or telling me. So 130 euro, yeah, this is not a cheap set, guys. Not a cheap set, not by any means. But so far the quality isn't too bad, I suppose. I still am not a fan of the BrickVault figs, so the Steppenwolf BrickVault fig I don't think is that great, but I was expecting him to not be good when I sort of came into this set. One side is wrong. Look again on it. Oh no, what did I do? What did I do? Okay, it actually does look a little bit wonky. You're right. What did I? Oh, yes, I did build it wrong. Which side is wrong though? Oh, I see. This side is wonky. Ah, yeah, you're right. You are correct, sir. You are correct. All right, so this goes back in here. I was supposed to attach it. Yep, I was one Technic pinhole off. That is correct. Thank you. Leg and a Jericho movie, Destiny's Bounty. I don't like brickheads either. Oh, you don't like brickheads? Oh, I like the brickheads. I still think they've got potential to be pretty good. Hopefully they get... I mean, if they end up doing the brickheads for Star Wars, I feel like that is going to open up the license. Like, brickheads is going to never end. I hope you guys realize that. If it gets into Star Wars, there's basically no stopping it, because they're going to eventually have to make, like, all the main characters in Star Wars from brickheads at a certain point, and then it'll just be forever. Brickheads forever. It'll just won't stop. Can you imagine like all the essential characters they would need to do for brickheads in order to have like a complete brickheads collection of Star Wars, guys? It'd take forever. It would take forever. And people like it because it's like the easiest thing to custom build on your own, pretty much. I mean, the base design for brickheads figure is pretty sort of cookie cut, and then you can have, you know, your own little variations on it when you make your own characters, which is easy to do, and it's cheap. So I think custom builders are having fun with the brickheads format. Yeah, and just something tells me it's just not gonna stop. Oh, dang it. Guys, why am I doing this? I am jumping ahead every time. Okay, let's do that again. Okay. Yeah, I'm supposed to attach that into the computer. Why do I do this every time? It never gets any easier. Okay. There we go. Do every Poe Dameron fig when the Last Jedi set comes out. Yeah, eventually. Once, I used to have a sort of a rule with myself, I guess, with the channel, where we weren't going to do any figure collection videos unless there was like at least 10 of them, because I wanted the format to be a little bit longer. But I realized not long after that that it doesn't have to be like that. We can do... My new rule is I'll do a very quick collection video for like for a character that only has like, let's say 4. Like I try not to go do a collection video of like 4, anything less than 4. So if there's 3 versions of a character, then I won't do a video. But if there's 4, then I can do like a very quick, like, hey, this is every version of this person episode. So I think there might be 4 new Poes by the next time the Last Jedi sets comes out. I have a feeling. So yeah, that can be out there. Lego Star Wars buildable figures, Jack. Yep, the rumors are Boba Fett. That's the rumor. I think there's rumors for some other guys too, but Boba Fett, come on. And also the rumors for the Star Wars sets are kind of interesting. Like the, I think there's gonna be like a Jawa. There's like a Tatooine battle pack, I think. So there's gonna be like Jawas and like Sand People and stuff, like Tusken Raiders. Which, fine, go for it. Seems a little bit odd, but like, why not? I mean, I like those guys. I don't think it'll be that popular, but I do like those characters. Jack, who's your favorite of the Ninja Turtles? I don't have a favorite Ninja Turtle. I stopped watching those guys, honestly, kind of a while back, but I think back when I was a kid, I liked everything red. I liked everything red. So, you know, the Red Ranger. I remember Jason, the Red Ranger, like, from Power Rangers. He was my jam. And I think I liked that character so much that I liked the red version of, like, every guy that could be red. Because that's how so many of the kids' shows are set up these days. It's like, let's just have a color represent each character. Because kids, you know, identify with colors and like colors. And that's why Ninjago, there's colored ninjas. That's why Nexo Knights, there's colored knights. It's not an accident. It's not like a coincidence. That's just the way it works. Voltron and yeah, everybody's got a color. And so my color was red when I was a kid. And so I probably liked the red guy. But I don't know Ninja Turtles that well. So much so that I honestly can't remember the name of the red one. Jack, can you make a custom Star Labs and Flash and Reverse Flash custom minifigs? Well, they're about to make Flash and Reverse Flash. Why would I make a custom thing for them? They're already coming out, aren't they? That's the thing. Yeah, they've already announced that one. Who is your favorite Lego set? If Lego sets were people, what would they say? No, my favorite Lego set is the Ultimate Collector Series, Slave 1. Jack, what is your favorite set this year? I feel like I've probably answered it, but the favorite set this year is the NASA Apollo Saturn V rocket. It's amazing. I also like it because it scales with another Star Wars mock, not Star Wars, another spaceship mock that has nothing to do with that, but it does scale well with that, so I kind of like it. We did a video on the Swordfish 2 from Cowboy Bebop, but it's like a pretty unsuccessful video in terms of like the amount of time it took to make. Jack, tell another story, please. Oh, you guys want another story, eh? Jack, one of the sides is still on back. One of the sides is still on backwards. Jack, one of the sides is still... Oh my gosh, you are correct. When will this end? When will this end? Oh, and I've really... Actually, oh, that's actually very easy to flip out. Okay. I just flip it the other way. Oops, but these pins stuck in, so I gotta pull them out the other side. Jack, can you please make a Batcave mock live stream? Oh, that's a tall order, son. That is a tall order. Batcave mocks. Those things, everybody wants to do a Batcave. It's almost like as common as a Lego City just about, because the Batcave is amazing. Everybody likes Batman, and no surprise there. People just love making them. I have to say, I have gone to conventions and met other guys and seen their Batcave mocks, and I just look at them and I'm just like, how on earth could I ever compete with that? Like, just in terms of building skill and creativity and all that, I've seen so many amazing Batcave mocks that I look at it, I'm just like, I have nothing to add like that would make this better than what other people have already done. So maybe someday, if I feel like I've improved my skill and I have like an insane amount of time on my hands, maybe I'll visit the Batcave idea. But right now it's like crazy not accessible. Oh, we got people jumping on the subscribes, man. People are subscribing on Twitch. We got subscribers from YouTube. Thank you, everybody, jumping on, joining the stream. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. That is the more important aspect of this whole thing. Please enjoy yourselves. Enjoy hanging out. This is a nice bright Saturday afternoon, and normally we do not stream on a day like today. I've got a couple of extra... Oh, wait a second. These are just the spare shots from the... These are the spare shots from our parademons. I thought I had extra parts left over, but I do not. Okay. That is a relief. Always check your spare parts to make sure you've used every piece that you need before moving on to the next bag. Bag number 5, by the way, we are over halfway. We are indeed over halfway because there are 7 bags. So this, I have a feeling, is also going to go... Jack, you kind of fixed it, but the red squares on the inside are not right. What? The red squares on the inside? Oh, because I put it on the wrong side. You're correct again. Man, you should be building this. I don't know why I'm doing it. Amateur hour over here. Correct, yeah, red squares, wrong side. We've got building coaches, if you can't tell. That is like possibly the most useful thing ever, though, is having a second pair of eyes that can see everything that you're doing. Boom, just subscribed. Got people coming in. Love it. People are jumping on the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. For those that are kind of new, jumping onto the stream and seeing what's going on, this is a brand new, brand spanking new Justice League set, the largest of the Justice League sets ever made, coming in at just under 1,000 pieces, 955 pieces, selling for $130, and coming with how many minifigs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 figs plus a very large brick build. Let me put that down because I was about to knock over my coffee, which is now totally cold. It's not good. It was not good coffee that is now cold and even worse. Okay. Move these parademons out of the way. Bag number 5. Move all these pieces out. Just gonna see what we're doing. You are cool. Thank you, Robert. Jack, what's your favorite snack / candy / pastry? Okay. Snack? I'm a fan of hot Cheetos. I like the spicy hot Cheetos. I didn't used to like spicy food, and then I moved to a place where everybody ate spicy food all the time, so I got used to it, and then eventually, that's how it usually goes, is spicy food is actually pretty addicting. There's like something in it that just makes you want to keep eating it, and then I got really into spicy Cheetos. So spicy Cheetos are my favorite snack food, and then even though they're crazy unhealthy, like really not good for you, like at all, and I shouldn't be eating them. And nobody should be because they're so bad for you, but nonetheless, it is a snack, and snack foods are rarely healthy, but that is always good. Okay, anyways, so yeah, hot Cheetos, favorite one. Candy, favorite candy, malt balls are up there, fan of the malt balls. Whoppers aren't like the greatest ones. Like, I think fancy malt balls, like ones that you get from like a cool, like old-timey candy store, those are amazing. But if I was to just get something out of like a vending machine, just kind of like a regular snack, I would probably just go for a Snickers. I still think Snickers got it all. It's got everything you want. And then pastry, I would go with maybe a pie. I mean, I don't know if it's not like that's like a larger, like a slice of pie. Strawberry rhubarb. I think that's the way to go. A strawberry rhubarb or a blackberry peach. Whew. Whew. Just even talking about it. Even talking about it. You are the best YouTuber. Thank you, You're Dead. I like reading. That's a good name. It's a good name to have. Very much like forces the person complimenting you into a weird position. Thank you, You're Dead. His name is actually You're Dead. And grammatically spelled correctly. I mean, you don't need the apostrophe in the name, I don't think. Hello. Came from YouTube. Welcome. Tell a story. Oh my god. Build faster. You guys want to hear another story? I'm wondering. I think I have some other wild animal stories. Probably. Oh, I've got some wild animal stories. I have some better ones, but they're not quite as, I want to say, they're not quite as wholesome. Wait, no. I think I can find ones that are. I like being outside, guys. I've said it a million times before, and I'll keep saying it again. You have the option of watching a live stream or going outside, riding your bike, or doing something else. I do strongly encourage you to do so, especially if the weather is nice. This is summertime for a lot of the people watching. I think more people in the northern hemisphere of the world watch than in the southern hemisphere, just have a feeling. And I know a lot of you guys are also out of school right now. So I do encourage you 100,000% to go outside. And then eventually you'll have some ridiculous wild animal stories like myself. Because I think those are the stories you guys like hearing, if I guess correctly. All the times that I did something, usually it's me being dumb and getting myself into a dumb situation. And then all of a sudden you're face to face with some kind of animal that you probably shouldn't be. But I've got another story that's actually, this is a funny story. And it sort of illustrates how much my mind wanders. Like, I can get distracted so easily. I think a lot of you guys can tell based on the way I talk during the stream. I'll be talking about one thing, I'll be talking about another thing, and then I will just totally not... I put these on wrong. I will totally not... yes, we are based in America. Brick Films. Yeah, perfect example. I get distracted all the time, super easily. And there was a very good case of me getting distracted once when I was outside my house one evening. And it was this particularly awesome sunset. I'm not somebody who just walks out and has to see the sunset all the time, but I remember seeing it through some window in my house and being like, wow, these clouds look amazing. And it really did. It was like all peach and pink and orange and the swirls in the clouds and stuff. And I was like, all right, this is cool. And I went outside just to kind of see the colors. And and I go outside and I'm looking at this sunset, and no less than 10 seconds goes by, and I hear this tiny little like grunting sound, and I look down at my street, and there's like a big fat skunk just walking down my street. There's nobody in the street, there's nobody outside. It's dusk, you know, obviously it's sunset. No one's around, and there's just this huge skunk that's just walking by itself, and it's kind of making these like, it's making these weird little like grunt sounds. I don't know how to describe it. And I was like, what the heck? I mean, I don't see skunks in my neighborhood that often. And so I was like, all right, this is also a rare opportunity. We get this great sunset, and there's also a skunk. The skunk either didn't see me or did not care that I was right standing on the corner of the street. Did not care at all. So I started following the skunk because I have nothing better to do, I guess. And I'm walking down the street, and I get there, and the skunk is waddling down, and I can see my neighbor's house sort of at the end of the street, and the skunk walks into my neighbor's side yard. Like, you know, the little side gate that's like right on the side of the house. Skunk just walks right in like he owns the place. And I'm like, oh, that's not good. And just at that moment, like, or just a moment afterwards, my neighbor comes out of the house. And before I can say anything, my neighbor is like, oh, wow, look at this sunset. And I was like, yeah, the sunset is amazing, isn't it? They're like, yeah, look at the colors and blah, blah, blah. It really is. Wow, you don't really see these too often. You know. And we made small talk for like 30 seconds. And then I was like, wait. I totally spaced this, but like 30 seconds ago, a skunk like went into your side yard. I was following a skunk, went into your side yard. She goes, what? Oh, and she runs back into her house, and I can hear her yelling. And apparently, in that 30 seconds, at some point, the skunk had gotten into a little bit of a tussle with her dog, and the dog got sprayed by the skunk. And then they had to clean her dog. She had to like give her dog a special bath for like the next, I don't know, however many weeks. And yeah, so I was following a skunk. Long story short, I was following a skunk. I got distracted by a sunset, and I did not immediately tell my neighbor that the skunk had wandered into her backyard. And in the time that we were making small talk, her dog got sprayed by that skunk. So it's kind of my fault. It totally is. I mean, who knows? She could have gone back there and maybe she might have accidentally gotten sprayed if she came in a little earlier, or maybe nobody would have gotten sprayed. We don't know. Nobody knows. But I probably should have told her earlier than making small talk with her and then being like, oh yeah, by the way, there was a skunk walked into your backyard. Jack, can you build a Lego Avenger tower or base? Maybe. A lot of people have done a custom mock of Avengers Tower based on using some of the parts from the Avengers Tower set, which is a great idea, and they almost always look amazing. That could be fun. Oh, brother from another brick. Hello, sir. Welcome back. Coming in hot with the super chats. That is your thing, man. Thank you so much. We got a donation from brother from another brick. Super chat: Justice League or Thor Ragnarok sets. This is hard for me to not be biased, because I think I am like so much. I really do think that the Thor Ragnarok sets are gonna be. I think they're gonna be better. At least I think the movie is gonna be better than the Justice League, and I don't want that to hinder my opinion. You know what I mean? I don't want that to be the thing that decides whether or not I really like the sets more. This one is already like. It looks like I'm going to be saying at the end of it that it's a little bit overpriced. You know, you do get nearly the whole Justice League, and I think that's the reason why. You know, they priced it so high. But, and I know a lot of people aren't really looking forward to that tank build as much. I think it has potential. But once again, there's a lot of sets that I think are coming from this line where I feel a little bit iffy. The Aquaman set, totally about it. Flash, let's do it. But... See, Thor Ragnarok just had like the 2 sets, right? I just think the movie's gonna be cooler. I mean, come on, that Hulk, dude. This is basically the Hulk Big Fig that we're getting is nearly exactly from what I wanted to get as the next version of a Hulk Big Fig. So I was looking at that and just being like, yes, they're delivering almost exactly what I wanted. So. Thor looks cool, but there isn't a lot to the sets for the Ragnarok sets, as far as I can see. It's mostly like cool minifigs. Let's do it, which is cool. But so I think Justice League sets, I think already they've got something going for them in terms of like unique. They're trying new stuff, whereas Thor Ragnarok, I'm gonna like the characters more. I'm gonna like the minifigs more, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're gonna be better sets. If that makes any sense. That was kind of a rambling on question, but thank you for the question, sir. You are an amazing YouTuber, but you buy too much Lego. But I buy too much Lego? Come on, man, that's the name of the game, bruh. And I don't buy as much Lego as some of the other guys out there. Well, no, I buy just about as much. Probably one of the higher Lego buyer people out there. I don't know if that's a thing, but yeah, we do certainly get quite a bit of the Lego down here, and yeah, during certain sort of, I guess we can call them seasons, we do get a lot of stuff. This is one of the larger purchasing. We usually do a big purchase like this with like all of one type of set. We do this maybe 2 or 3 times a year, and that pretty much covers most of the sets that we review throughout the whole year. No, I mean, every now and then smaller ones will come through. But... Hey guys, when will you shave? Oh snap! Maybe soon. It is getting warm. Like, beards make more sense in the wintertime. Ah. I mean, it was longer. It was longer, and then I kind of made it a little shorter. But maybe it's time again. Derpy, jelly, what? Oh man, you want more Pirates of the Caribbean sets? I want more pirate ship sets in general. Doesn't necessarily have to be Pirates of the Caribbean, because I don't really watch the movies as much. Your pet's name is Kai, really? Is your dog? What's a red dog? What's that? The Japanese one, the Chow. I feel like it could be. Let me move this down. We're coming up to the end of bag 5, by the way. It is 2 hours into the stream. So, realistically, this is going to be done in probably the review portion of it. I don't know. I want to say, I don't know, I'll say like an hour or maybe less. Going through the review and showing you all the minifigs, showing you all the features of the build, showing you, everything that I can see. Oh, opinion on 2018 DC superhero sets. Thank you for the donation, sir. Brother from another brick coming in hot with another question. The hot questions of the Lego verse. And yes, thank you, sir. This is opinion on 2018 DC superhero sets. Lobo will be cool. I think the build for his bike is decent. And I think it's also a character that's really unexpected to come from Lego. So I think that is I think that's cool. They're redoing the Lex Luthor. They did have Lex Luthor power armor set from before, but that power armor was nothing compared to this new one. It was absolutely nothing compared to the new one. Oop, wants me to switch it around. So here we go. You can kind of see what I'm doing now. I've got to add some nice tiling pieces. I think they'll be good. I'm looking forward to them. I often look forward to the non-cinematic universe sets more often. Not all the time, but yeah, I do more. Okay, interesting. So I'm actually adding quite a bit of these tiled pieces on both the fronts and the backs and the sides. Adding in the can't see as well with all the black here, but I'm just kind of adding some. It doesn't really add as much for structural stability, I would say, but it definitely makes it look a little nicer. I'm missing a tile piece, of course. Where's my tile piece? Oh wait, these are the extra ones that I had from before. Come on now. There's like nothing left on this table. Where's another black tile piece? You kidding me? This is beeswax and you know it. All right, I'm gonna grab another 1x4 black tile piece because I need to put it right there. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, here we go. Where the heck? Couldn't have gone anywhere else. All right. Are you going to Force Friday this year? Yes, Force Friday. I mean, a lot of people were like thinking that maybe they would have the UCS Falcon. Now I'm kind of thinking about it, and I don't know if they will. I don't think they will. Okay, interesting. So now we're adding some. I want you guys to be able to see this. Oh, got another donation. Brother from another brick coming in hot with the questions. Hello, sir. Thank you so much for your donation. Another question. Do you plan on streaming tomorrow? Yes. Yes, I do. If I don't get sick or if my voice isn't like totally out, I want to stream again. I want to do another big stream. I want to get as much of the larger stuff out as I can. Just because, yeah, I want to go for it, man. I really want to do Destiny's Bounty. I think that'll be a set that I think a lot of people are looking forward to. And I might do another stream after this one today, maybe. If I do, it'll be a much smaller thing, I think. Okay, let me just hold this up. I'm supposed to do all the detailing, and then I think once I finish all the detailing on this side, I'm just supposed to turn this ship around. Don't make me turn that ship around. Yeah, turn it around and then finish off the detailing on the other side. We should be ready to go. Okay, let's get these little pieces set up. Very interesting. I think I've actually, it says ×2, but because I'm going to be doing the detailing the same on the other side, it really should be just ×4. So I will actually just do that 4 times. I love your vids. Thank you, Bean Bear. Good name, too. Jack, have you ever been to New Zealand? Yes, I have been, Jelly Derpy. Actually, I have some family living in New Zealand, in Auckland. Yeah, no, New Zealand is awesome. I've never been to the South Island. I've actually just traveled around the North Island. And everybody says, oh, you got to go to the South. But really, I thought the North was awesome. We did some cool stuff. There's like this beach that has like, the hot spring water like coming right out of the sand. So it's like it's almost like hot tubs like right on the water. Glowing worms and whatnot. And yeah, no, I liked New Zealand. I'm all about it. Very much would like to go back again someday. Yes, I have been. After you do this jellyfish vehicle from Ninjago, I can confidently say at this point that I have gotten a request for basically individually people have requested every single different type of Ninjago set that is available for this new wave. I will do all of them. I cannot say which ones has. I've seen a lot of requests for Destiny's Bounty, but for today, I might do another stream, but it's probably, I think I've got all the collectible minifigs. So I'm going to try to do an every collectible minifigure unboxing. They're not unboxes. What the heck? Why does this thing not want to... Why is that thing not... Oh, wait. Oops, yeah, I'm a dummy. I'm a dummy. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that piece. I was jumping ahead on the detailing. So yes, we got this one, and then we put that in. JK, LOL. Have you ever been to Australia? No, I have not. I was thinking about doing that. I was thinking about doing that year work visa thing in Australia. So I don't know if you guys know about that, but Australia has this thing where you can like apply to get a work permit in Australia for a year if you're like a foreigner, and you can just go to the country for a year and just essentially get hired for any type of job. But people often just sort of do odd jobs and stuff. Because I did a lot of traveling in like Southeast Asia. That's what a lot of people used to do. I never ended up going though. And someday I'll go to Australia. Booyah! Bag number 6. We're building Cyborg, and he is... I noticed it when looking a little bit closer on the box, but he looks so much cooler than I thought. Jack, who is your favorite Justice League member? I would say either, well, it's got to be Batman. I mean, Batman is always going to be my favorite DC anything forever of all time. But okay, like, let's just say Batman's not in the picture, just because my answer for any DC related question will always be Batman. But second, I would say probably the Flash, just because in a weird way, I feel like the Flash is more powerful than Superman. Does anybody ever get that feeling? He's just like so insanely fast. The one thing I don't like about the Flash is that he's so like, if he's as, what the heck? His face is like barely changed. Oh, never mind. No, he's angry in one face. He's got a kind of a confident smirk in the other. The mold for his arm is so cool. I'll show you guys it off. I didn't realize his arm was going to be different. Oh, cool. Oh, dope. Okay, hold on. I will show you guys this now because I want to. It looks cool, and I want you guys to see it. All right, let me get his legs, though. Let me put them, at least put them together, because I finished the arm build, but I want to, okay, here we go. Here's his legs. Let me just show you, let me show you Cyborg. Let me show you this. Look, so that's like a new mold for his arm, and it fits right in with the stud gun. That's just like a, first of all, I don't think the stud gun has been made in flat silver. His body is like all molded in flat silver. But look at that arm piece. That's so cool. And then you just stack it right in. Whoa! Got another donation. Thank you, sir. Anyways, Cyborg is totally awesome. From Leo Zach. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Thank you for the super chat donation. Leo Zach, Canadian dollars. What is the history of BrickVault? Okay, history of BrickVault. Leo Zach. Let's see. History of BrickVault. I guess it's almost exactly 2 years old now. So we've experienced quite a lot of growth in those 2 years, and we're really happy with the way the channel has been going and the way people are responding, and we are just going to keep on keeping on. But it started where my older brother, he's a YouTuber and has been a gamer YouTuber for many, many years before this. And he knows like the YouTube game, and he's also this massive Lego fanatic. He actually, I would say he's more into Lego than I am. Oh, we just got brother from another brick, another super chat donation function. What is the rarest Lego set you own? I will answer that question right after I go through the history of how BrickVault came to be. Thank you, sir, for that donation, by the way. The history of the channel is basically, this channel is technically not my idea. It came from my brother's idea. We were both into Lego. I would say, is still a bigger nerd when it comes to it. He's just a better builder. Like, he's just a way better builder than I am. And unfortunately, he doesn't have as much time to be making content for the channel as he wishes he could. But basically, he was like, I've had this idea for making a channel for the longest time ever. I had just moved down to Southern California where he was living recently. And he was like, you know what? Like, you've got this job working here, and you also want to get into doing production stuff. Like, why don't we start a YouTube channel and you can run it? And let's see what happens. And I first started taking time off of my regular job and filming stuff in his garage. So I would drive to like his house like pretty much every day and film stuff in his garage about reviews and whatever. And we had friends coming in and building, and it was fun. We were just having fun doing it. But it was always like, hey, and he was making a living off of, or still is making a living off of doing his YouTube gaming channel. And he's like, this will be fun, and also like it'll be a great way to have a side income, and it'll be, maybe we'll get a lot of free Lego out of this. It'll be awesome. And it's turned into like, yeah, my full-time thing now. We moved down from Orange County down to San Diego, California. Oh, this is cool. I just built one thing. Wayne Technology. Why does he put that on the side? Wait. Why does he put Wayne Technology on the side of his super secret? What? Really? That doesn't make any sense. Why would you be advertising? You're supposed to have a secret identity, dude. That's why you wear the mask in the first place, bro. Not very strategic. Okay. And okay, so that's the basic history of BrickVault. Is, yeah, my brother and I had this idea, mostly my brother's idea, yeah, to start doing a Lego channel and just kind of see where things go from there. Oh, oops, actually, this is supposed to be on the other side. I'm sure this is gonna actually. Come on. Oh, okay. Get that finger strength. Gotta be able to pull out a pin. Ugh. With just that side, just by squeezing it. I don't think I was able to do that 2 years ago, but now I can do that. All right. Let's get this nice wedge piece filled in. A lot of the last stuff looks like there's going to be a lot of nice big wedge pieces thrown in there. Oh, and to answer your question, brother from another brick, what is your rarest Lego set you own? I would say, let's see. We do own, ooh, wait a second, put the wrong part in. We have the collectible Lego store, the exclusive Lego store set from when we first moved down to San Diego, and there was a new Lego store opening up. So that is probably one of the rarest sets we own. Also, I'm gonna say we own any of the San Diego Comic-Con collectible minifigs we have, which apparently they're not doing this year, which is kind of beeswax. They're just doing BrickHeads. I hope that doesn't become the trend of them just replacing, like BrickHeads just replacing the exclusive figs. But anyways, yeah, so there's that one, and then we've got, you know, Escape the Space Slug. That's a pretty rare set. These are sets that like are still in their boxes and stuff. Well, actually not really. Sets that we've got the boxes, they're built. Actually, yeah, all of our rare stuff we haven't really kept in the boxes. We've just turned them into sets. You know, we've got the UCS Star Destroyer. It's pretty hard to get your hands on these days. Certainly a bit of a pricey set to get your hands on these days. So yeah, I would say those are probably some of the rarest ones. Whoa! $5 donation, brother from another brick, coming in hot with the questions. Let me do this. Brother from another brick, what minifigure do you not have but really want? Oh, I know this question. Okay, so this is a question from brother from another brick, coming in hot with the super chat questions. Thank you, sir, for the donation. What minifigure do you want? What do you not have but really want? So this one's actually pretty easy. Obviously, there's there's that gold Boba Fett, the elusive gold Boba Fett, but I almost put that onto the realm of completely unobtainable. Like, I don't even think anybody knows who has it. Apparently, there's 2 of them. Nobody even knows if they're still in existence. Whatever. So I'm not going to consider that on the same level of like wanting, because they're that's like the ultimate. I don't really want like the Mr. Goldfig as much. He doesn't really pique my interest as much as other figs. I would say the George Lucas minifigure. I don't know how many of those were made. He's considered one of the more expensive and rare and elusive figs out there. Oh, that fit in so well. So, by the way, we're building the side paneling. It's strong. You know what? I have a feeling this is actually going to look pretty good on the outside. Welcome to the best boy. So yeah, that's probably the rare fig that I want is George Lucas. I also really like that fig because when I see the pictures of it, it looks like they got his face like well. Like it looks pretty recognizable as a character. That's not always the case when it comes to celebrity figures. You know, figures that are supposed to either be a certain type of person or whatnot. It's not always the case. But I think that is actually the case with George Lucas. It does have a pretty recognizable set of features. So that's kind of why I want that one. But you know, it's the most insane thing ever. I don't know if you guys even know, but I mean, I honestly don't know how much that thing is supposed to be worth right now. But I think he's like over $1,000 probably. Let's see if I can't get that into the shot a little bit better. But thank you for the question. Thank you for the super chat. Always appreciate it. And what are we putting together now? Oh, I see what you're doing. Yep. Okay. Also, I like this. This is something I don't see as much. I don't think that's new, but yeah, we've the Technic pinhole along the bottom, but it's a 2x4 instead of a 2x2. It also comes with the 2x2 piece. This is insanely common. But the 2x4, not so much. Yeah, so there's some good pieces in here, and that 2x3 double jumper, or sorry, 1x. What was that? Hold on, it's like under here. Yeah, it's the 1x3 double jumper piece on the Batmobile. These two pieces. I think that's new, and I think that's like a super cool new system piece that they added. Is there a term in Lego for like so old it's new? Like, I feel like that should be a thing, because that could be an old piece that I just have never seen, or just haven't seen for so long that like maybe it actually could be new all over again. Can you build a neuter DC set after this? Another? Okay, gotcha. No, if I do another live stream after this, I'm probably going to switch back to Ninjago. Just kind of change up the flavors. so to speak. Yeah, probably switching over to Ninjago, and I really do want to do those collectible minifigs. I'm like 90% sure. Can you answer this? What is your most old Lego set? What is your oldest Lego set? Our oldest Lego set is the set right behind me. This is, I think it's our oldest. We might have an older train, but this is our oldest set, to answer your question. This is, I think, a 1989 pirate ship. Look at the dust on that. Look at the dust. It looks like it's snowing, or like an ash cloud from Krakatoa or something. Anyways, yeah, that's the oldest thing we have. It's broken. I want to do a renovation episode on it when I find the time. But as you can see, normally I don't come in to do live streams on the weekends. I come in on the weekends to do some edits and stuff, but today is a particular, this week really is a particularly intensive week in terms of just producing content. So I'm in here building for you guys, having a blast doing it. Yeah, I'll do a renovation on that someday. What do you think about the Spider-Man Homecoming plot twist? Oh, I never saw it. So I don't know it. Oh, plot twist. Even I just plot twisted your question. Yeah, no, I never saw it. It's not a movie that I'm like hugely invested in. Hugely. But yeah, I'll see it eventually. I don't have time to watch movies, guys. I'm too busy building Legos, didn't you know? This is what I'm doing. This is my weekend. There we go. Wow, it's beautiful. You think so? Yeah, I don't think it looks too bad. It's, I mean, it's not much to look at right now, but I do really appreciate, like, it is, you know, let me line it up with the camera. There we go. And I'm, like, pressing on it. You can see the bottom floor bulges in a little bit, but I'm squeezing, like, I'm not, like, trying to, like, actually destroy it, but, like, this is a good, strong squeeze. Like, this isn't, because the entire frame is all Technic, all the way through the top, all the way through the bottom. So yeah, this thing's got it's got some strength to it, and that's good. This is probably going to be a set that maybe you can drop and not have too much trouble with if it hits the floor. Yeah, I bet it would. I think it would actually be fun. All right, let's get another one of these wedge pieces. No, not this one. No, that's the same type. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Don't want to be building the wrong side. We have a lot of these big, larger wedge pieces. Okay. Why don't you make Lego fidget spinner? We did a Lego fidget spinner video. You know, it was just a classic. It was like, all of YouTube was like, hey, this is the trend. Let's all make a video about it. And I was like, oh, okay, let's jump on the bandwagon. And everybody had their own ones. People did fidget spinners that were themed with, you know, different things. And we did a live stream on it where I just was like, all right, the goal is to see how fast we can get a Lego fidget spinner to go. And I think I pulled out the air gun that's meant for cleaning the insides of our computers. And I was like, let's just see what happens. And it went pretty fast. I think we got it to spin so fast that the wheels that were on the outside of it, they just pulled right off the Technic crossbars. And that was sort of a design on the fly. I feel like I haven't really put too much thought into it. I feel like maybe if I really wanted to redesign the thing, I might be able to do that and get it to go faster, but I'm not thinking about fidget spinners anymore. Actually, I picked up some BrickLink orders today on the way in before this live stream. I haven't even looked at which orders they are, but I might have the pieces to finish off a custom build that I've been working on for the past couple of weeks that I'm very excited about. So yes, we do free building here, and I was like so excited to like finish off my mock this weekend, and then I'm just like, oh, all right, let's do all these sets instead. Wasn't expecting these sets to come out this early, so I had not scheduled any of this building. Yes, that's right. We schedule our Lego building. What do you care? Okay, here we go. You guys still talking about spoilers? Oh yeah, what? He said there's a plot twist? Yeah, there's a plot. It would be a spoiler if he said there wasn't a plot twist. Every movie, especially a big Hollywood budget movie, is like, plot twist, something unexpected happened at the end. To the point where it's like, if that's what you expect in every movie all the time, it's kind of loses its value. But yeah, I think I don't know. I'm assuming that's what you guys were talking about when he was like, "There's a plot twist." Don't care. Didn't spoil anything for me. Which sets do you like better, Justice League or Justice League? Are you gonna say Marvel or DC, like Thor, Ragnarok? Lego Ninjago. Oh, I would say Ninjago. Not a rag against Justice League. Just Ninjago has been so insanely strong that yeah, I would say hands down Ninjago right now is the strongest theme I think of 2017 so far. I don't know if they have the single best set. The Lego Ninjago City set might be the single best set that comes out. It looks amazing, and it's going to be super fun to put that into the city. That's coming out, I think, in like a month for VIP members. So that's going to be pretty amazing. Hey, Jack, what's Jedi sets that you're looking forward to? Heavy Walker, AT-AT, for sure. People are calling it sort of the Gorilla Walker. Looking forward to that one the most. But somebody made an interesting comment about it the other day, and I can't shake what they said because I don't know, they said it like a while ago, but they were talking about the Last Jedi sets and specifically the Heavy Walker, and they were like, yeah, the Heavy Walker doesn't look as good, and it almost looks like they're building this set to look like okay so that they can redo the Heavy Walker set in a few years from now and have like a cooler design for it then. And I was like, that's super, like, it just put a bad because I was like, maybe he's right. Maybe Lego is so good at like predicting what are going to be like very profitable sets that like they'll intentionally release the first round of a certain type of set and have it look like okay, but maybe not amazing or maybe not that great. And then because they know they're going to re-release the set in like a couple years from now, and then they'll re-release it with like a much better design. And people will be like, wow, this second version is so much better. I was like, that's like such a dark way to look at things, but you might actually be right. I don't know. It's just something somebody said, and I haven't been able to get that out of my head ever since he said it. Please, Jack, I'm annoying chat here. Do you think there will be one set for Shazam 2019 like Wonder Woman or more? Could be more. Could be more. I wanted some more Black Panther sets. I think they've announced a few Black Panther sets so far. I hope they're good. Yeah, Shazam could be cool. Shazam is a really interesting character. Cause he's like a boy that like just straight up turns into a man like, every time. And I know people love to sort of argue about the origins of the name Shazam. I think his original name was like actually Captain Marvel, and then it got in the way of the other Captain Marvel because there is another Captain Marvel. So they like changed it to Shazam, which is originally just his tagline, like the thing he said when he transformed. But to answer your question, I have no idea. We haven't heard enough about Shazam. Chances are it's probably just going to be one or two. Probably. They only really reserve like tons of sets for like the biggest titles of the year. So like Infinity War is going to be coming out at some point. I would expect Infinity War to have like a whole line, like probably 6 sets or something. That's what I would expect. And then everything else probably like 2, 3. Justice League is getting 4, which is I think 4. Yeah, which is a decent amount. But like Shazam won't be as big of a release as like Justice League, I don't think. So Yeah, probably just like 1 or 2. Probably. I hope one day we get some Futurama sets. Ah, that would be awesome. Imagine the Planet Express ship in Lego. There was a guy that did the UCS Planet Express in Lego, and it is it is so much better. Like, imagine a really, really cool set, and it's like better than that. It's really good. It's really cool. I really, 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 really liked the Planet Express. Whew, okay. Man, I get so nervous sometimes when putting on these, the last pieces, because you look at it and you're like, did I forget something? And then you're like, oh wait, no, that was just the very last step. So it looked like these yellow pieces might have belonged somewhere else. All right, looking around. Oh, it looks like we're putting on a couple of these. Ooh, nice. Ah, so we're hiding that yellow. Look at this. You know what I do after I finish building too is I'll take some napkins and I'll wipe them down, because my fingerprints, especially on like black pieces, will show up in the light and stuff a lot. I think my fingerprints are showing up a little bit. You know what? You should be. Hold on. I feel like. Oh, wait a second. I keep on seeing these extra studs and I keep on thinking I forget pieces, but it's just the ammo for the figs. Okay. That happened the last set of bags too. Okay, boom. Do you like Justice League sets more or the 2018 Justice League sets more? Okay. So these Justice League sets are the 2018 ones. I feel like I need some time for the new ones to grow on me. I've had enough time like staring at these boxes and stuff and like really like getting excited about this one. Lobo's gonna be awesome. Lobo's amazing. Lobo's a character that Lego wouldn't be producing a minifig for if they created a Lobo movie. Because he's a bit more of a rough and tumble, not so wholesome character. And Lego's like, oh, let's make a Lobo. Yeah, because they made Deadpool. They made Deadpool, and then they made the Deadpool movie, and it's like, Lego wouldn't have made the Deadpool minifigure had the movie come out. And that's what I'm feeling like. If they made Lobo, they would make it rated R, because that's who he is. And so I think that's cool. Like, I think he's going to be like one of the more interesting super anti-villains. I don't even know what to call him. He's going to be one of the more interesting characters to come from DC, probably in the entire collection. We have all of the DC figs. So, oh, what? Hey guys, check this out. So look at this thing. This is what it looks like before the last bag. This is the last bag, but there's actually a lot of much larger like fin pieces that are loose out of the shot right now. And that's gonna be it. Are you excited? I'm excited. Jack, how many bags? 7. Great time to ask the question, actually. This is 7, but technically there were 2 unmarked bags and they were full of these like very long pieces and some other large wedge pieces and stuff. So there's 2 unmarked ones full of these types of pieces, but 7 numbered ones. So 9 altogether. Jack, you forgot to get Jay's Lightning. Oh, you are correct. I did forget, and that's why. Yeah, I did forget Jay's Lightning, but not anymore. I bought Jay's Lightning this morning. I went back to the Lego store at Legoland and bought this set this morning. So that is coming. Don't think I let you down, guys. I got them all. Got them all. Shazam is your favorite superhero? Really? Homie Pug. You're the first person who I have encountered that has ever said Shazam is their favorite. I think Shazam's cool, but I've never heard anyone say that before. So it's a time for firsts, I suppose. Okay, just want to make sure I got everything. Okay, stickers are on. Let's get this build on the road. Sorry, I don't even know which side I'm starting from. Okay. Not too many pieces in this last one. These are all really large pieces, though, so it's not a lot, but they're just big. Actually, wait, no, I forgot. I didn't see these. Two whole bags of small pieces, too. Do you think Luke will die in The Last Jedi? I have no idea, Hyder. I do not know. I mean, like, I hope not. You know, it's Luke, but it's also like, you know, if they want to move on to, like, sort of pass on the torch to the next legacy of actors or characters or something. I could understand them wanting to kill him off. Or Luke sacrificing himself would probably be like the more appropriate way he would die, if he does. But I was talking with Mike about this, and I sort of came to the realization that I think I like the Millennium Falcon more than I like Luke Skywalker. Like, I would be more sad to see the Millennium Falcon get blown up than to see Luke Skywalker sacrifice himself and die. I don't know if that's like a blasphemous thing to say, but I fully, like, I can't help the way I feel. That's just like, honestly, I think I would feel worse to see the Falcon get destroyed than to see Luke Skywalker, like, you know, obviously I don't want to see him get, like, you know, stabbed in the back or anything like that. I think if he goes, like, I hope he goes out, like, you know, taking down a Star Destroyer or something, like doing some amazing thing that, like, nobody ever thought was possible with the Force, but, like, you know, he kills himself in the process. Like, that would be cool. I think that would be like a super epic way for the character to go. Not like I say I want him to go, but it's like, even if the Millennium Falcon sacrificed itself in like some space battle and like died, I'd be like, how can Star Wars go on if I don't know that there's a Millennium Falcon flying somewhere in the middle of the galaxy? Like, how do I know? Like for some reason, I just feel like that would be the best thing. You know, it would be worse if the Falcon went than if Luke went. That is also with me with the Falcon. Yes. Okay, we've got some people. So what do you like the UCS? Oh, yeah, the set images for UCS BB-8. I haven't seen them yet. People keep saying that they're around. People keep saying that UCS BB-8 is on the way. Have not seen them, which actually makes me a little bit happy that I didn't end up buying that UCS BB-8 mock, because there's a pretty amazing custom mock for the UCS BB-8 right now, but apparently it's coming out for Lego, so I might just get that one instead. But I haven't seen them, so I don't know. Chances are it won't be as impressive as the mock, because the mock is insane. Like, the mock is really cool. Can't remember the name of the guy who did that one, but yeah, that would be pretty cool if it was as good. Are you guys ever going to do a collaboration? Are you asking me? Or are you asking somebody else about it? Who? I don't know who you're talking about. They're on Reddit. Oh, they're on Reddit right now, the pictures for the UCS thing. I'll check it out. Jack, how late is there? Because live is different. How late is it here? It is 3:07 p.m. So 3:07 in the afternoon, and our building just cut the AC because it is a Saturday and we don't have control over, like, the motherboard power switch or something. So on the weekends, most people are in the offices, and the building actually cuts the power for just the AC, which is annoying because these production lights are LED lights, which means they're cooler than the standard ones, but no, there's no such thing as like a cool production light. They're all warm. These are huge lights. They get kind of hot after a while. Jack, can I DM the UCS BB-8 to you? I'll find it on Reddit. I mean, guaranteed I'll find it on Reddit. You guys can send it on Facebook or whatever. In fact, there probably already is a Facebook message of it. People are actually quite helpful they've been doing that a lot on Facebook, where they'll just send me pictures of things being like, hey, can you show this on the news? Or, which is really nice. A lot of the time, if it's leaked images, like I can't, you know, like Lego they would not let us show that. If it's an officially leaked image, we can't actually show it on the news until they give us sort of a green light. In fact, Lego once asked us not to talk about other people showing leaked images. They're like, can you not, like, tell people or whatever, like, that there are leaked images? And I felt kind of bad because I'd already produced an episode being like, there's leaked images. And then they're like, can you not? Can you not? Yeah, I mean, I can understand them not wanting to get their information leaked out. But at the same time, it's like literally everybody puts it up. The one thing I won't do is actually show a leaked image. I'm not actually gonna show it, but yeah, I know there have been some people that have shown me stuff that, like, I hadn't seen anywhere else. I got like a Facebook message or something. I'm like, that's cool, but, like, man, you know, Like Lego. Oh. Wait a second. Oh, I'm supposed to do this as a ×2 also? What the heck, man? Okay, first of all, I forgot to attach these things, which I should have done already. But I didn't, so let's attach this. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. I should have put these side bits on it first. It's 109 in Finland. Oh yeah, Finland is way off. I did a trip to Finland once. It was great. A lot of fun. I wanted to go up into Lapland, but I didn't have time. One day I'll go back to Finland. Maybe. I don't know. Finland is far away. But yeah, it was a good place to go in summertime. It's like daytime forever there. It like never gets dark. Everybody's just always walking around. Which is kind of crazy to think about. If you're not from that part of the world, it's hard to get used to. Jack, how many pieces is that? This is 955 pieces, I believe. So just under 1,000, by just not that much really. Okay, here we go. Cool. Oh, nice. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, so we have this nice, it almost looks like a mustache or something. Yeah. Yeah, not bad. Not bad as a mustache, but yeah, you can fit it right in here. And it kind of encapsulates, this is the upper massive cockpit. This is the huge control room. I have a feeling that in the movie, this is gonna be like a big wide open room where people can like walk around. Sort of like how S.H.I.E.L.D., the S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier has like that great big cockpit room, sort of like, almost like how the Enterprise works or something in Star Trek. Something tells me that's how it's gonna end up being in the movie, something similar to that. But instead, right now, it's just a space that can fit like 2 minifigs, maybe 2 side by side each side, maybe 4 minifigs. Here we go. I've got a bunch of these 1x3s. Oh, they are 1x3s. That's why. That's not What's your favorite movie? Favorite movie? Ooh, that's a tough one, man. I mean, I love the original Indiana Jones trilogy. Those movies are amazing. Like, a lot of that early Spielberg stuff is awesome. But I don't know if I got no favorite. I watch anything and everything, man. I watch, like, the old school, like, old movies. Like, I like watching black and white movies and stuff, too. I like doing, like, a fan of, like, Akira Kurosawa. You guys know that? You know, like the Seven Samurai or like Rashomon or Yojimbo. Those are awesome. Those are like classics that are worth watching. There's a lot of classics out there that are like, you should watch Citizen Kane. And it's like, should we though? But no, there's some good classics out there. Favorite movie of all time? I don't know. I mean, I loved The Matrix when it first came out, the first Matrix. That was like, that movie, when it came out, like, changed action movies forever. Like, it was so much cooler than like anything that had ever been released before. It really was. They really changed up the way they told. I don't know. That was good. When The Matrix first came out, that was like the movie to end all movies, in my opinion. But since then, and like, you know, rewatching it, and the sequels kind of weren't really very good. Oh, look at that. There we go. So we built up the cockpit. This kind of reminds me of those like of those subs that can like lift up out of the water a bit, and they kind of are like stealth. You know what I'm talking about? What is your favorite superhero movie? Let's see. Favorite superhero movie? I liked the original X-Men movie a lot. Like, original X-Men and original Spider-Man were like the movies that made superhero movies popular to do. Those were good superhero movies that actually kind of changed the way Hollywood was like, wait a second, we can do superhero movies. And then, like, it changed everything. Yeah, if you rewatch, like, the original Spider-Man, that was actually, like, a good movie. And also a good superhero movie. X-Men was great. The first X-Men was awesome. Second X-Men was okay. Alright, looks like we're building out some of the wings now. Alright, let's flip it over. Not too much left, guys. It looks like there's a lot of big pieces to do, but we're really pretty darn close to finishing this off. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. Got to get all these studs pressed in properly or the whole wing is going to be bowed. Jack, can you please compare this to the ultimate Batmobile? Sure, why not? I can take out the Batwing too. Yeah, but first I need to finish it. That is the requirement. Okay. Alright. Okay, that comes out this way. Let's get some of these. Oop, last stickers. That is almost more satisfying to put on than the last piece, is when you put on the last sticker. You're like, ah, no more stickers. I'm done. That is a very satisfying thing, especially on a big build like this. Alright, let's get that in there. It's moving down. Yeah, it's basically going to be building just this wing and maybe a few other little pieces. Rock and roll. Who is your favorite superhero? Batman. You feel the hesitation in my voice? Who's your favorite super? Batman. Batman is my favorite superhero. I'm also a big fan of just the X-Men in general. I think there's like a licensing issue because I feel like Lego would make more X-Men sets if they could. Or maybe they can. Maybe they can and they just don't. I don't know. But I do like the X-Men a lot also. Yes. Alright, yeah. So this is sort of like a jet. This is like some fan. This would be like the ventilation thing, and like maybe you don't really see the thrusters or anything at the bottom. But that just kind of gives you an outside indication of what it would look like. That is what I'm guessing. Oh! I needed this piece too! What did I need this for? This is gonna really bug me. What did I need this piece for? Oh, I remember. I was working on a mock for a TIE interceptor. Gosh. It's so funny because like I'm just finding, I was looking through the collection, like trying to see if I could get away with not ordering certain parts for BrickLink. Being like, I think I have these parts. And then since then, I've been building stuff and realizing that this build basically just has all the pieces that I wish I had like 3 days ago. Okay. That is like uncanny though. Like I really needed this one, and then there's some hatch pieces that are in the Batmobile, or no, on the side paneling of this that I really needed as well. Then I just ordered them on BrickLink. Well, to be fair, it's not like I'm going to be parting this thing down anytime soon, so it's probably better that I didn't do it. That I just didn't order them. Okay, here we go. Almost there. Here we go, guys. We're just about crossing this finish line. A lot of little things. Okay, yeah. Add some cover. Flip it on this way. I'm like super impatient now. The end of the build is here. I can just feel the last few steps coming through. Because once this might be the last piece for the wing, and then I just build the second one. And it's a few little things. Jack, what is your favorite upcoming Star Wars set? Probably the... Okay, wait, what's the name of that? What's the name of the Star Destroyer? Don't tell me. What is the name of it? Gosh. What is the name of it? It is the, It's not the Executor. What's the name of that? What's the name of the new Star Destroyer? Come on, you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, that one I'm looking forward to a lot. Actually, the wing actually looks kind of good. Okay. Oh, it wants me to put some fins on here as well. There's a fin. Okay. All right, we're building the second wing, but this is what it looks like right here. Not bad, eh? Not bad. Hey, Jack, it looks similar to the Red Skull submarine. Oh, yeah. I don't have the Red Skull submarine set built anymore. I believe that one actually did get parted down, but you are correct. It does look similar to the Red Skull submarine, and I almost want to show this off next to the Manta Ray set from Ninjago. The color scheme's way off, but doesn't this kind of look like a manta ray mouth and like these fins, right? Doesn't it? Okay, I think it does. Let's bring out these last pieces. I know I'm gonna need them. Yo, who is your favorite Star Wars character? Mine is Darth Vader. I feel like I answer this question a lot, but I also change my answer up a lot. Because there's so many good characters out there for Darth Vader, or for Star Wars. So many. Why not Max Rebo? You guys remember Max Rebo? He's the blue guy that plays the little circular keyboard thing, and nah, that's kind of a joke. Max Rebo, it's just funny that he actually that's his actual name in the universe. He's got like a whole backstory and everything. His name is Max. Let's see. Here we go. Yes, look at this last sticker. Do you listen to progressive rock? Not really, no. I can hear this. I can hear the soundtrack right now. Maybe that's why you're asking the question. But no, not really. I had a friend that is like huge into it. It's so interesting to people that get into progressive rock because it's like such a specific sort of like attitude. Most people that are really into it are like very level, like they don't like really strike me as like super hard rockers necessarily. They just like are super into like the technical aspects of like being able to shred like super well. And that's like my buddy. He's just like obsessive with that stuff. He knows like every little minor detail that like all these guys know how to play on the guitars. But no, I don't really listen to it. How many Lego sets do you think you own? Probably 400, maybe more. Yeah, that's a pretty safe answer. The channel has like over 700 videos, and over half of those videos are just set reviews. Because when we first started the channel, it was like mostly set reviews, and we started switching things up a bit. Oh, wait a second. Let me just look at this really quickly. Ho ho! I did not put this plate here. I forgot. I suppose it doesn't really matter, but anyway, nothing attaches to it. But don't want to be missing any pieces. Okay. Actually, wait a second. Okay. Hey, wait, what? It looks like... Oh, whoa, I attached this wing wrong. Interesting. Yeah, because that should have been at the end here. Yeah, let me take this off too. Ooh, almost. I put that wing on incorrectly, guys. Yep. That's where it should go. Whoa! Just kidding. There it is. Yeah, I put the wing on incorrectly last time, and by building the second one, I noticed that I had it in the wrong spot. Haha! Okay. That's how it goes. What do you like more, DC Legos or Marvel Legos? I don't know. They both do pretty decent job. I feel like I've been impressed more with DC stuff in general than Marvel, but I think, you know, a lot of the same designers are working on a lot of the same stuff. And I know Lego definitely doesn't want there to be like a specifically better version. I think they try equally as hard to make both Marvel and DC stuff as good as each other, because I think it's probably they're some of their most successful lines. Okay, and now my cat is very interested in the UCS Starfighter. What is your favorite Justice League set? I don't know, man. It's hard to answer the favorite blank set until I feel like I've built them. I've been building so many sets now for so long that like I need to build it and have it in front of me and just like play around with the features and be like, okay, or watch like a very comprehensive review and just be like, all right, that's what this set looks like it's about. Now I can sort of guess on whether or not I want to have it or not. Whoo! All right, look at that. This is way wider than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be mostly like a cube that had some fins sticking up, but those wings are actually, they got some more spread on them than I originally thought. Okay, yeah, and let's get the other fin on the back. Okay, now this is just the final touches, man. Not that much more. Okay, it wants us to have, oh, it's funny. Are we gonna build another one of these? Oh, we are gonna build one. Okay. We're gonna build some cannons on the top. And we're gonna build sort of a mirror image of it, so I'm not even gonna, it's not a ×2 piece because it's a mirror image build, so they're sort of on the opposite ends of each other. But I'm gonna risk it and just build the mirror image without. Hey Jack, what is your favorite MCU movie so far? I don't know. The Marvel stuff. Is there a clear winner? Iron Man 1, maybe? Have you seen the interviews where they're talking to like Robert Downey Jr. on like the making of Iron Man 1? Where they like didn't even have much of a script. And they were just like, all right, we have this massive budget and we're doing Iron Man. And he just sort of like winged it for like almost every scene in terms of like the actual script. It was just kind of him just being himself. Like that's really, really impressive. And it also kind of gives more gravity to the actual character, I think. Because it really is like sort of, it is Robert Downey Jr.'s character. He sort of made Iron Man cool like how he is now. Because I'm telling you, when I was a kid, Iron Man, like growing up, was never considered like that cool of a, he was never considered like the best of any, he was never on anybody's top list, I don't think. If you had like a favorite superhero back when I was a kid, I've never heard anybody say, oh, Iron Man's my favorite, because he wasn't that popular. People didn't really know who he was. He was only ever in the comics. He didn't have his own TV show, not like Batman or Superman or a lot of the other big superheroes. So like people just didn't know as much. Oh, we got a super chat. We got a super chat from Brother from Another Brick. Thank you, sir, for the super chat. Your question, sir, is: should I buy an Exoforce of Power Miners set? Power Miners, man. Everybody's liking the Power Miners. Yeah, of course. Yeah, buy the Power Miners, dude. Oh, or Power Miners. Or Power Miners. Yeah, I would still say Power Miners over Exoforce. My personal biased opinion is that I like the not Power Miners. Oh, this is gonna bother me. Why am I not? Who? Okay, there's another mining set theme that I really liked, where these guys were in space. Can't remember the name of them. Rock Raiders. My personal favorite is Rock Raiders, but Power Miners I would put over Exoforce. My own personal opinion, which I suppose that is what you're kind of asking. at that point. Oh, interesting. Okay. So we're building 2 of these. Just some extra tiny little intakes. Oh my gosh, we're like right at the end. We are right at the end. Can you believe it? Add these little intakes here. Guys, we are done. Is that it? Does it say load the weapons? Heck yeah. That's what it says. It says load the weapons. Alright. Now I'm just looking at the wings one more time, just making double, triple, quadruple sure that I got all the pieces in all the right places. Okay. Looking through for that. Looks like we're good. Are we good? I think we're good. Okay. Yes. Oh yes. Okay. There was the last pieces that I was unsure about. And it's just these little points. Sorry, you can't even see where the last pieces are going. But it's these. It's a black bullion piece and shield piece that goes on top of these fins. I sort of skipped that. All right. There we go. There it is. That's it. Let me just flip this upside down. And I did skip out on this one piece there. All right. We're good. Let me just flip it upside down one more time. Yes. Yep, we're good. Okay, guys. We're donezo. We're donezo McFunzo. All right, let's do a full-on, straight-up review. First of all, let's load up the cannons. This thing needs shots. Let me zoom out. All right. Whew. Gosh, that was a long build. And the AC is officially off. I am like sweating like crazy right now. Jack, what's the price in euro? Somebody said, I can't remember who, but somebody did come on and they said that they checked it. It was 130 euro. So 130 USD, 130 euro. I find that a little surprising with the usually euro at that high a price usually doesn't match. Sometimes if it's like 20 euro, it'll also be like $20, but at $130, 130 euro is kind of surprising. Now, here is the most surprising thing about this. It does not have a flap in the front that closes. This is gonna always be open. So, what's actually gonna stop your vehicle from falling out is just gonna be these pins here. Interesting. I saw it open in the box and I was like, oh, okay, so it's just, they're showing it open. But actually, this thing's always open. So it's gonna always be flying open, very much like a manta ray. This is so manta ray or whale shark-esque. Let's show off the main function. Let's see how well this fits into that. Can I just drive it in? Can I just reverse? Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Oh, wait a second. Oh, there's a nice little rubber stopper piece too. Oh, so the rubber stopper piece actually kind of helps this thing. You can't reverse it in. You have to drive this in from the back, I think. Because the rubber stopper piece... Oh, wait, no. You can. You just have to push past it a bit. Whoa. That is good, because the rubber stopper piece, there's a rubber Technic part in the front that, whoa. This thing actually, that was easy. What? Look at that. You don't even hear... Can you hear anything rattle? Can you hear anything? Okay, the front wheels come off the top just a little bit when you really... But like... That's like nothing, and there's no rattling in the actual build. Listen to that. It's like nothing. That's cool. This thing's super strong, by the way. So, extremely swooshable, and I actually don't mind the big wide profile. Here it is, like the profile, it's kind of alright. It definitely has a, oh yeah, please don't forget to compare it. I will not forget. In fact, you know what, I'm gonna hit this button here, and I'm gonna go into the other room for like 10 seconds and grab the ultimate Batmobile. All right. I'm coming back. Now, So I just brought them both. We're doing Ultimate Batmobile. This will be a good size comparison too. Let me switch down to this camera again. So, this thing's taller. Not by a huge margin, but this thing is a little bit taller than the other ones. And lengthwise, they're about the same. Looks like the Ultimate Batmobile might have a little bit of length on this, but I mean, the universes are totally different. We're not gonna lie. The universe for the Ultimate Batmobile is like entirely different. This is based on something that is like supposed to be like a big, massive airship. I have a feeling this is going to be like a smaller version of what like the helicarrier is in Marvel. And then these two side to side. This has like obviously the much larger wingspan when you lift it over on top. But yeah, there it is. There's not a whole lot to compare in terms of like the play features on this thing are relatively small. Doesn't have any morphing functions like the Batwing. Well, the Batwing can like flap its wings and stuff, which is sort of a morphing function. But the wings don't have any real posability. There's only one ratcheted joint for this to stay on. You can pose the tips of the wings, but you know, I think they kind of look better when they're upturned just a little bit. Then there's the actual fighting functions, are these two tiny stud guns at the top, and then we've got some very well hidden spring-loaded shots at the bottom. I always appreciate when the shots don't stick out behind the wings. That's always nice because you don't accidentally shoot them on accident, which is great, and they're well hidden. So I was shaking this around. You can see now that the Batmobile is off center because I like shook it around so much before. But the way you get this out is pretty simple. I'm trying to look at this mirror image-wise. There you go. So yeah, these are the little blockers here. We've got one blocker and another one just on these little Technic pins. And you don't drive it out. You actually have to pull it, at least for some of the way, and it'll loosen it up. And then what it's running into is this. Can you see that? It's outlined in yellow. That's actually a rubber piece. It's like rubber back there. So it actually runs into this, and then it kind of, you can feel a little bit of drag from it, like I'm pulling it, and then it comes out. So the rubber piece kind of drags along the top of this build, and that's what keeps this thing from A, rattling around, and B, wanting to jump forward outside of the ship. But it works decently well. And based on how the back looks, the back is pretty much the same. So you can reverse it in the back or have it drive facing out of the back, and the top also has another rubber stopper in the ceiling, also outlined in yellow. So the interior isn't really supposed to have any special detailing except for those little red stickers. You can't see them that well. They're not that great a prints, and it almost feels like, why? You know, like at a certain point, you didn't bother with any of the rest of the interior to look like it's supposed to be a real interior, so like, why have those inverted tile pieces with stickers? Doesn't make any sense, but I don't really care because it's not meant to be looked at on the inside, so I'm not gonna really ding them too much for that. But yeah, I like all the fins. Like, it does definitely have a dynamic sort of shape to the whole thing. It definitely has like a fun kind of shape here. It's not just plates on the outside. They do mess around with putting grates and vents and fans and a lot of these black shield pieces, which have been pretty common now with a lot of the Justice League and, you know, Batman versus Superman sets and stuff. They did have a lot of that. Now let's check out the cockpit. This can fit too many figs, so let's do that. Let's put Superman. I guess let's say Superman's piloting. Why not? Yeah, let's put him in the back. Batman would never let Superman pilot. And let's put Batman in there. I'm not even going to take the accessories out of his hands. I'm just going to stand him up there. Batarang and grappling gun. Oh, sorry. He's standing on his cape almost. Okay, so let's put that in there. Didn't take the accessories out of his hands. Can it still go back in? No, I have to take the accessories out. That's too bad. Okay, maybe just the gun will come out of his hands. Oh, you know what? It wasn't actually the gun. Oh, they can't stand up. Oh, that's kind of too bad. I thought they were going to be able to sit. Guess you got to sit them down. So let me put this down so I can pick up the figs and sit them. But yeah, they will fit. That is kind of too bad, because it really does look like something that people should be able to stand up in, but I guess it doesn't quite have enough clearance. Alright, so yeah, so you sit him down once, and then Superman, I guess, will be in here. And there we go. Okay. And I still have to take the gun out of his hand. I thought I could get away with it second time, but no. Alright. There he goes. No problems. So yeah, you can comfortably sit 2 minifigs in there. No more than 2 minifigs. They have to be sitting down. But, you know, the profile is still good. The profile is still very good. Not bad. The thing is there's not that many play features to this thing. It can shoot, but, I mean, the main thing is that it's strong and it's swooshable. I like that you can kind of grab it from the inside, and I mean, like, you can just, I mean, you could run around with this thing and have, like, no problems. Like, just look at this. Like, you can shake this thing, like, as violently as you want, and nothing. Oh, just the cockpit that is held on by 2 jumper studs. That's actually, wait, no, it's only held on by 1. This is only held on by 1 stud, and then there's kind of like a little notch groove that kind of falls in between some plates, but this is only held on by 1 stud. So, not bad, honestly. This thing wins 10 out of 10 for sturdiness. So yeah, that's great. And let me show you the other vehicle. Oop, let me show you the other vehicle. This, I think, is a little cooler than the other Batmobile. It's a little cooler. I showed them off a little bit in the beginning before, the one from the Batman versus Superman. It is nearly the same. Almost the exact same, in fact. The difference is this thing got damaged in the first one, and I think what happened is Bruce Wayne modified it to have like a big fat cannon instead of a passenger side seat, which is cool. I think it looks better. But that's basically the only thing that's different, aside from the fact that under the front there's these little cannons that hang out. Sorry, let me pull that back, it'll focus. There's little cannons under these little flaps by the wheels. No little cannon pieces there. I don't know why. If he's adding extra weapons, why didn't he bring the cannon weapons back to this? Doesn't make much sense. But it does have the same folding open function where you can kind of just splay it open, and there is some sticker detailing on the inside. Let's see if I can even show it. Yeah, it just shows like a speed gauge and some dials and stuff, and you can sit a minifig, lay him down in there if you want, but nothing too crazy. Yeah, it's fine. You know, a couple of stud guns in the front, another stud gun here. I do just sort of appreciate this build for the cannon though, and the stud gun fits in decently well. These ones don't look as good in the front, but the one up here actually looks all right. Not bad, not bad. These back fins are a little shorter too than the other ones, but I think that's just to make it easier getting it in and out of the Flying Fox. I do think this one's a little cooler with the gun, but they're only sort of marginal differences, so I'm just putting that out of the shot. Okay, now let's get into the minifigs. So, first up is Batman. Let's zoom the camera way in. Whoa, nope, not that far. Okay, that's good. Now we've got Batman. Come on, buddy. There he is. Let me get his mask on a little bit more straight. Decent prints for the face and for the body. I mean, the much wider bat symbol that is kind of reminiscent of the old Dark Knight comics. It's very, very open. This is totally different printing, by the way, than anything we got from the Batman versus Superman Batman. Very different. Looks cool. Look at that. It's just like strapped with like plates of silver armor, and the yellow highlight's actually gold highlighted. That is reflective gold printing. And Batman comes with 2 expressions. One is he's got scruff too. That's actually print that shows scruff on his face, which is way better than before. And he's got the not happy face and then the very angry face. Pretty sweet, pretty good all around. He comes with the soft cloth cape. This is the new type of cape. Well, it's not really new anymore, but it's the less stiff version of what normally the old capes were. But he's had this for a while, I suppose. And yeah, good all around. He also came with this. So many of those guys came with that. Anyways, next one. Who else is exclusive? This is probably, I think, now that I see this build for his arm, that is amazing. I like that they didn't bother to like change the mold up for the stud gun. You know, like fine, let it have a handle at the bottom. Who cares? I think it still looks good. It matches up perfectly. That is a seamless matchup between this open stud arm. Let me get that closer. Hopefully it will focus for you. Come on, there we go. Look at that. That looks good. Look at that. I think that is awesome. He's got pretty much the same mold for his head. Look at that. Look at the printing on his body. It's like a mosaic or something. It looks crazy. It looks cool. I like that it's all reflective in certain parts and then not reflective in other parts. Yeah. Here it's not. There's no extra reflection in those sort of geometric patterns, but yeah, he's got a pretty basic print for his face. Not a whole lot, but yeah, really cool mold for his hand. And then when it's stuck in there, that looks good. I don't care what anyone says. I like that. I think that was really clever. And I love to see this new mold for the arm. That is really cool. This guy is going to be he's going to be a very exclusive fig, I have a feeling. Because I think only he and Batman, well, and of course Steppenwolf, but Steppenwolf isn't a minifig necessarily. I think these are the only two exclusive figs. I haven't 100% confirmed that, but here we are taking a look at Superman. We get him out of his sitting position. This is the same Superman that we got from the Batman vs. Superman movie sets. So that printing on the torso is the same, which also I didn't think was as good as the previous Superman prints, where he actually had detailing the one on the legs, where this guy does not. So it's decent. It's decent. He's got the smile. He's got the red eyes. Hairpiece is the same. Cape is the same. His detailing on the back might actually be different. Oh gosh, is this guy going to be exclusive? He might be. That detailing on his back looks different. The stuff in the front looks the same, but this in the back for some reason does look different. I will compare that later during the review, and I will confirm whether or not this guy's exclusive. I wasn't expecting that to, but now that I'm looking at it, it might actually be a little different. Moving on. I hope that's not the case for Wonder Woman. Part of me just like, maybe these guys are all going to be exclusive, and then that's going to make this set like worth a lot more, and maybe that's the reason why they tried to do it for $130 is by making all the figs slightly different from previous iterations. She looks like exactly the same, like from just eyeballing it from also Batman vs. Superman sets. But for all I know, she could be different. Her expressions look the same. Still a great fig. Still awesomely detailed. Don't get me wrong. This is still an awesome fig. I still think Wonder Woman has been consistently treated well within the LEGO universe. Her detailing has always been good. Even the early versions of her have been very high quality, at least for the years that they were released in. And she is no exception. She's really great as a fig. And let's move on to the Parademons. Now, you get two different kinds of Parademons. They don't have different names. They just look different. And depending on which other Justice League sets you get, you will get these Parademons in other sets. I believe the Aquaman set comes with these types of Parademons, and then there's one with the Flash that comes with these Parademons. But you get both different colors in this, one of each. So crazy details. Look at all those details on the front. You can see the skeletons sticking through, and they got these red beady eyes. They kind of look like a more nasty, horrible version of those villains from that one Adult Swim show. This is them from the back. They just have these gray plates that look whatever. I don't know. They don't look that good, but they're just some neutral color that isn't going to distract you too much. One is supposed to have the wings upside down, by the way. This is like smaller wings. This has a wider span, but I think it did ask me to put them on. Maybe now I'm looking at it. Maybe I did get it wrong. Maybe I did. Where's the box? The wings. Where's the box? Oh wait, yeah. You know what I did get wrong? I got these wings wrong. These wings, the little parts are actually supposed to be on the top. He does have the larger set, but these are actually supposed to be on the top. So my mistake. That's actually how it's supposed to be. That's the correct way. But let me actually take everything off. So I'm going to take the heads off. I want to show you just what the detailing on the back of these bodies are, because I myself didn't really take much of a look at them either. So I just kind of want to see what they did. I have a feeling it's going to be sort of more of the same. Let me get that nice and close. Come on, focus. Yeah. So yeah, you can see his spinal cord and some other flaps and some other sort of like bug-like exoskeleton-esque armor that covers the body. Even nice prints on the toes. Like very good prints for the toes, actually. So yeah, very complete guy. He's not going to be exclusive, and neither is the green. Let me just pop the head back on and show you the green printing just a bit closer up. All right. Oop, almost dropped that. Lego. Yeah, so let me take the head off and show you. Okay. And focus. Focus. Come on, the other one focused just fine. Okay, the trick is to slowly follow it forward, and then that way the camera stays on focus the whole time, eh? All right, anyways, there he is in the front, and then, yeah, almost the exact same print. This might actually be the exact same print. Doesn't that almost look like a face? I know it's the back of his head, but... dude, that does look like a face, doesn't it? Let me switch that around. Doesn't that look like a face? This is an alternate expression. I think this is just what the back of his head is supposed to look like, but it doesn't look like an eyeless, but like those look like lips. Okay. That's not intentional. I think that just the way the detailing worked out. Anyways, that's him. So let's finish it off with Steppenwolf, the brick-built bad guy. He's not a minifigure, but a brick-built figure. And he was the first guy that we built in the very first bag. And I didn't really like him that much. I think the detailing in the mold for his head is great. It's awesome. It's good. Same thing with his chest. I think the mold and detailing for his chest, super nice. Those are good. Too good compared to the rest of the build for his body, though. And that is and always has been sort of my gripe with the way they do brick-built figures, because like he looks good here and he looks good here and he just looks meh. I mean, I like when they do this sort of build for like a little mech exosuit, like for Dr. Freeze's exosuit. I thought that fit in universe super well. This looks whatever. They should have done like at least like a Ares would at least look like a minifigure, but built larger. I thought that was like clever and fun, and he still looked good. They could have done that with this guy, made him like the size of a large brick-built minifigure, like how they did Ares or Ant-Man. But they kind of just went with the whatever. There's like no other. It's just so weird to have all that detailing on the top, and look at his legs. It's just like pointy shoes. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think the shapes are all right. They just do not match with the centerpiece. The arms especially. It's like, what? One saving grace here is the axe. I like this build for the axe. I think that's great. I think it looks good. Get a nice silver unicorn piece or flat silver. Nice. There definitely are some good uses of colors. You know, like the flat silver tooth piece at the top is great. You know, we do get some nice parts in here, but yeah, all in all, I'd say he's meh. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with the figs. I think the reason why this set has been undeniably overpriced, I think, but not by some massive margin. I don't think it's a terrible set. I don't think it's overpriced by as much as what people are actually saying it is. People are like, this set should be $100. I'm like, no, this set should not be. This set is definitely fairly priced. It's definitely over $100, but just not $130. I was gonna say $110 or $115 is probably like, I would say $115 is probably like the more normal pricing. So you are paying a little bit more. You are. But what you're getting is, first of all, the Cyborg is updated in a very good way. Batman is awesome. Wonder Woman and Superman might have these tiny little minuscule print differences that will like make them technically exclusive, but I don't think they're really, you know, significantly different. Chances are you're going to be getting another one of these Batmans in another set, probably. But yeah, I mean, 130 bucks for a massive, massive ship. This thing is pretty much as solid as it gets, and let's not forget the Batmobile. This is a better version, I think, from the Batmobile from the Batman vs Superman set. It's a little different, but it's different in a better way. It's just like the first one got damaged, and he rebuilt it to have less cockpit space and just a massive cannon on the front, which was a good idea. So I still say this is a decent set. I still think this is a cool ship. I very much like the Manta Ray-esque look to the whole thing, and it makes it a lot simpler to actually just have a constantly open cab where there aren't any like folding flaps or anything like that. This function works surprisingly well, and this thing is surprisingly swooshable. I thought there was going to be some flimsiness to it, but it really isn't. Because anything here that looks like, you know, these flaps here, they could break off easily, or these flaps here, everything's been put onto posable joints. So that initial impact of banging this into something is going to just move it around a little bit, as opposed to just snapping pieces off if you bang it into stuff. Not like you can't break it, but there was some clever designing here to make sure this thing was going to look good and also not be one massive delicate thing. It's much more stable. For example, it's much more stable than this. This you can actually hear things shaking around, and the wobbliness is nice. I mean, it's not like this thing is not weak, but I think this thing is by far the stronger build, by a long shot actually. But yeah, I say it's good. I say it's good. I say it's not as overpriced as maybe some people are thinking. It is a little overpriced. It is, undeniably. But some people, I think, are kind of, this is just head size comparison. It's pretty large. It's very large, actually, for a set, and the overall profile. It's good stuff. So, thank you so much, guys, for hanging out during the stream. What time is it right now? It is around 4 p.m., and it has been 3.5 hours of a lot of talking and stuff. I definitely was kind of taking my time. I was starting off slow too, you know, coming in through the heat, and I was doing a bunch of errands before this. But it is looking pretty good. I might do another live stream later. I might, and I might not. Just haven't decided yet. If I do, it'll be the collectible minifigure series. But that is that. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys had a good time hanging out. I am going to start the review on this, get this into the Lightroom, do the beauty shots, rotations, the whole deal, get this up as an edited set review for you. And yeah, just going to be doing as much building and as much reviewing as I can for the next week or so. It's just going to be build, review, build, review, build, review. Everything new, everything Ninjago. Tomorrow, tentatively, Destiny's Bounty. So that'll be a lot of fun. That is something. I'm a huge pirate ship fan. Love the Lego pirate ships, and the Destiny's Bounty is like this awesome classic junk ship, but like a battleship, sort of. It looks like it. Looking forward to it. So, all right. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for joining the stream, and we'll see you next time at BrickVault.